What is
up?
What is up? What is up?
Hey.
Had
What's
a
that?
couple minute late start. We tried to get Drew's camera a little,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Hey, but Mayo, even though we're 3 minutes late, we still show up to our stream.
oh, Mayo had a stream the other night, Gene, that he was we were 30 minutes in of having it. Like there was like 6 people having a conversation, and he wasn't even there.
Really? That's awesome.
And then you got Brick Babe in here talking about
There's Brick Babe. What's up,
Nobody-
David?
Nobody said we were professional. What's going on? We got
Yeah, with
Jar?
the way my camera
Or?
setup looks, dude, this is not professional whatsoever. I can't even figure out how to take these things off my screen, man. It's ridiculous. So
What thing?
annoying. The whole little like flashing icon buttons. We just spent some time like
Oh, up at
doing
the
the-
top. Yeah, I see it now.
yeah, and it's just annoying because it's of course right at where my head is too, so it just flashes right there.
Rob
You should
called
like-
Mayo
you should
out.
like
Rob
raise
said
your
that
head
Mayo
up,
had
just
2
like right
streams that
before.
he canceled on.
There we go. Now it's even more obvious. Yay!
It's actually there because Drew's part is pre-recorded.
Right? I slept on the
Man.
job because I've been watching darts for the past. That's a lame excuse. I
been
would have
watching
taken you
darts.
playing with mini dolls as a better excuse.
Who watches darts?
Apparently, Mayo. Apparently, Mayo.
Man. We got a Padawan HQ in the house. Rob Claxton, EMS Bricks, David, Mayo, Greg Dillon, Lene,
Yeah,
Toys
buddy.
on the side. Man, got some people in the house. Let me
They're coming to hang.
before I
They're coming to
forget,
hang.
let me go ahead and send this little invite out. Sean from a couple of Brickheads should be coming in a little while. He said he would be a little late.
I like that huge Nerf dart community. Rusty Trahan. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Rusty?
And Todd. Exactly, Brick Babe. Like the stream. There's like 12 people
everybody
watching
hit
and
that
6
like
likes.
button.
Smash that
He
like
said
button.
British people watch darts. Yeah, but Mayo isn't British. He's Australian. Got Todd in the house.
Mayo is more American than all of us, I think.
He is.
Oh my
That
god.
guy.
He watches American football. He collects Lego in Pringles and KFC buckets. I don't think anybody has got that kind of sorting system yet. I think next stream I'm just gonna go get like some Pringle cans and put them here.
Right?
Tori said she's in the house.
Yeah, but did
Actually
she
in the
like
house.
it yet?
Do what?
But has she liked it yet?
I don't know. How many we got 14 people in here. How many people are on the likes?
I like mine.
Tori said she liked it. Past tense.
She don't like it anymore. She liked it at one point.
Yeah.
I understand. Drew quit. Drew
I
said he was out.
cannot take my camera acting like this anymore. It's been on for too long that I'm going to try to figure this out as quickly as possible.
Does anybody in the chat out there, anybody know how to work a Sony camera better than Drew?
They better.
Toys on the Side said that you can modify a Nerf blaster to shoot hot dogs. Oh, no, we don't need the hot dogs. You need the little God, what are they called? The little mini ones?
The Vienna sausages.
No, the things that everybody puts like barbecue sauce and black berry jelly in and mixes it together.
Oh yeah.
That's what we do. Just fire like think about a Nerf blaster that's firing like a mini hot dog at a couple 100 yards a second. Maya said the World Darts Championship finished this morning, so I can get back to my regular sleep schedule. Rob said he heard that Australians box with the kangaroos, and the kangaroos mess with their chicken. Callie said mini or the Little Smokies. That's it. She got it. Little Smokies. Vienna sausages would be too hard. You'd have to like open the can. With them Little Smokies, you just like rip the pat back and dump them in the hopper. You got like a hopper.
The Vienna sausages are too mushy. That air pressure would go to push them out, and it just push blob out.
I've actually never ate a Vienna sausage. All I know is we need to figure out how to modify a Nerf gun to put like a hopper on top, paintball style, just so Drew can shoot hot dogs at people.
You know what we do need is for Drew to figure out how to use his camera.
If anyone knows how to help Drew, that would be great on Drew's side.
Oh my gosh.
Mayo said that that doesn't happen because the closet kangaroo or the closest kangaroo on the coastline is in a zoo. All the dangerous animals are 100 miles away from the big city. That is a lie, because black mambas like roam in Australian cities, and black mambas are one of the dangerous snakes there is, not including all the spiders y'all have in the cities. How do I know Australia better than that? Plus, in the cities, y'all have what are they, magpies? The little birds that just like swoop down and stab you for no reason. May, I think you need to just move to America. We won't judge your mini dog collection here.
Richard, how do you know they have no reason to do that? They may have all kinds of justified reasons.
They might, but they can't explain to me their justifiable reasons, so it just doesn't matter to me.
Well, maybe you need to take some lessons in magpieese.
You let me know where I could go to. I know that Harvard just opened a class on Taylor Swift. Is that an option right under majoring in Taylor Swift?
Taking magpieese?
Yeah, not every country has dangerous animals. I think the most like dangerous thing we have in North Carolina is probably a black widow. I know that the country in whole probably does, but
I'd say timber rattle or eastern diamondbacks top that.
Yeah, but you're more likely to get bit by a black widow than you are one of them.
All right, I may have figured it out.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I probably didn't.
If Drew comes back and there's no kind of words around his screen, we gotta start clapping. I know North Carolina is not a country.
Are you sure?
We have Texas to worry about. Texas has all the deadly animals over here. Brick Babe said pit bulls. Oh. Please stand by.
I don't know what's going on right now.
We need that little like
right? Enhance.
Either that or the national anthem start playing like it used to when TV went offline.
None of us are that old.
Why isn't it reading? That's really weird.
I've noticed it.
What the heck?
Are you okay over there, Drew?
I don't know what's going on right now. Oh wait! Oh, is that why that got popped off?
Huh?
I think oops. Let's see here. Something got unplugged. I don't know what happened, but it's hello.
Mayo said deer and horses are the most annoying animals on the planet. Ain't no deer in Australia. That's very wrong also. I don't see how a deer is that annoying. And I don't think horses are very annoying either. But Toys on the Side recommended that there is a new camera in that 3-in-1 set if you want to try that camera.
Right? Right?
He said that new set is fire. That is like, out of everybody buying the January 1st sets, I really thought I was going to see a bunch of clones. But I'll be honest with you, I've seen more Polaroid cameras than I've seen anything.
I know, right?
Those Polaroid cameras are taking over.
Dude, now it doesn't even read my camera. I'm so confused.
Lene said Google it.
Thanks, Lene. You're always one step ahead.
Mayo said deer because literally hundreds of thousands of car accidents on mountain roads. That can happen that's just an animal, though. I mean, you can try to avoid a squirrel and wreck just as you can hitting a deer.
I really hope my adapter did not break. I'd be really upset if that happened.
What do you have, like a cam link?
I have a capture card.
So I used a high-tech method to fix mine.
Googled it.
I rebooted.
I don't know if Drew's tried that.
Is that above your pay grade?
Do what?
Is that above Drew's pay grade?
Very much above my pay grade. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Drew. Toys on the side said his dad works for Kodak, so he's a bit biased.
That's funny.
Mayo said New York squirrels are more badass than a magpie, and rats are all over New York.
Has he even been to New York?
I don't know. He said, I'm glad people like Macro Bricks go buck hunting for recreation. Oh, recreation. Rob said for every like is Drew's $50 for a new camera equipment.
Right?
Did you break the cable?
That's what I want to know.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Several times.
I'm telling you, try rebooting.
Have you tried turning off and turning it back on?
Yes. It just says no camera. No cigar. This is really lame.
What says no cigar? Your computer?
Everything. It was just working.
Drew broke it.
I probably did, honestly, which is really upsetting.
Ta-ta-da-da.
I shouldn't have touched anything and I would have been fine.
Probably. They added new backgrounds and stuff to can do things like that. Anyway, back to the chat. Toys on the side just said keep clicking enhance. They're all watching you fumble with your camera right now.
I know, right? Nothing more embarrassing than that.
Rob said that your new camera or your Drew camera doesn't want to comply with the new year.
Literally.
Try exiting out and coming back in.
I'll try that.
Anyway, like I was saying earlier, we do have Sean coming in a little later. I don't know what's going on with Drew's camera.
It ain't working.
It ain't working. Gina, what are you getting into tonight? What's everybody in the chat doing tonight? Is everybody building?
I am starting to build the Viking village.
I stopped on the SkyTrain. I need to do a video, and I promised myself I would not build any more of the SkyTrain until I did a video on the Army. So I've been working on it, and I'm about fully edited of about 5 minutes, so about halfway through it. And then I have to continue to do some other stuff. I need to do another clone video for everybody that's watched that. I appreciate it. I need to go in and I want to do each little separate building and kind of detail it. Work said that just cracked open the Ghost. My Ghost is up there. I was saying I thought about taking mine apart. The Ghost is a really cool set. Toys on the Side said they just finished the Pinata. David said he's working on his mock since he took a month off from it. I'll be honest with you, I came down here real hard on the castle, and it was kind of just, I like busted out almost. I'll say that if you've watched the last castle video, there's 4 base plates that have been done since then, plus the second level of the castle. But I have ran out of some stuff, and as far as I know, Lego, I'm going to go check while I'm talking about this just so I don't get completely wrong. But Lego has not opened up the pick and build for anything that is not a bestseller. And everything I need is going to be on that bestseller unless I want to pay Bricklink's prices, which I'm honestly feeling like might not be such a bad idea.
You know, those Bricklink stores, they're a scam.
Something like that. Has anybody gotten the new CMFs?
I got 4 or 5 of them.
How'd you get those?
Tori put them on my desk. No, this guy we know went and bought a bunch of them, hoping to get goats and mushrooms, and all the ones he didn't get, goats and mushrooms, he just gave them to Tori.
Renee said that she's got some. I need Renee, if you've got extras, I need the goats and the mushroom heads. I looked earlier today. Nobody has uploaded anything to Bricklink for him yet. And I thought about just taking a gamble and buying like maybe another 10 off of Lego's website. But I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, I looked at that for you today, Richard. The one that has reserved them is a user named Jennifer on Bricklink.
Uh-huh.
She used to be one of the main administrators, and she stepped down, but she's trying to get back into it. And so she reserved every one of the new CMFs.
Toys on the Side said he's more interested in the next series coming out. What you mean by the next series? Which one are you talking about? Rob said he hasn't seen any in his Walmart yet. Brick Babe said she got some. Arturo World said, what is up? What is up, Richie? Brick Babe said she has 6. Tori said she's pulling orders too. And BDD Build said, good evening. I ordered Basil and the Goat Herder from Bricklink. Worth the extra price, not having to buy the blind boxes or ordering a ton of them. I haven't found, where'd you find them on Bricklink yet? I have not found any of them. I would be very into buying some because it's going to be easier, just like what you said, than going and actually getting them. Because if I go buy the boxes, I'm going to get a bunch of ones that I don't want is what's exactly going to happen. Oh, you can. The new CMFs are on Bricklink. Sweet. Give me this dang goat. How many can I get? Let's see. More options. Search. There's a bunch of people selling them on here with no goat. What is the goat worth to me? There's somebody in here that has 6 of them, or sorry, 4 of them for $10 a piece. So is it worth me paying $40 for 10 goats? Don't know about that. I don't know about that. Toys on the Side said CMF said all the space. Yeah. Yeah, BDD. I just looked. There's not a lot. The 2011 goat will always be better. I know, but I've got 4 of them and can't just justify dropping $80 every time I want a goat. I thought they were going to drop a little, but they haven't. What'd you say, Gene?
Where are you finding them?
Go to sets and look at collectible minifigures and then Series 15. I mean, Series 25. But there's nowhere on here. They're all complete. Nobody is selling them broke apart yet because the inventory consists of is still in progress.
Right. Jennifer's still got it reserved. And until the inventory of the package gets approved, they can't do the inventory of the minifigure.
Brick Babe said, Brick Babe, I will give you $5 for every goat you have. You can keep the herder. I'll give you $5 for every mushroom you have. You can keep the mushroom girl. All I want's that headpiece. And I did hear that too, BDD. There is supposed to be another goat in the medieval village, and I'm really hoping they show up on Pick a Brick. But I think the new one in the village is going to be even a different color. I think this one's going to be like tan or dark tan. Yeah, I'll pay $5 per goat and per mushroom head. You can keep everything that comes with it. I just want the goat and the mushroom. I'll send that deal for anyone. I need my goal was at first. Do what?
When does Medieval Village come out?
It hasn't been released yet. They haven't really said too much about it. We just got info, which I was wanting to go over here tonight anyway, about the I guess the price of it and the piece count for the Dungeons and Dragons set. It's pretty it's a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. Which I guess I really don't know what I expected it to be. But it's still up there.
Yeah, I kind of figured it'd be a pricey one.
Which, I mean, it's the first time we've ever seen anything from that. Like, I guess they're going to do it into like an icons type thing or a theme. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to actually get a Dungeons and Dragons theme. I think this is going to be like a one and done. Uh-oh, we got a Drewster in the house.
Well, bad news.
What?
You can't really use a adapter when it looks like this.
Ooh.
So, we're going back to the old camcorder that I used to have. That's placed in the most strategic way so you don't see how messy my room is, but how it looks how I'm not even engaged in the conversation unless I look directly at it. So, this is going to be one for the books.
What
And
so that's the cable that goes to the capture card?
no, this is the cable that connects to my camera. So don't ever buy on products from Walmart. That should be clipped into it.
I was going to say, so the way mine is done is I have a cable that connects to a USB port on my camera that goes into a cam link, which plugs into the HDMI on the computer.
So I have starting from the computer, I have a capture card into HDMI, into this adapter that does a mini HDMI, like little mini whatever. This is a mini micro HDMI, because that's what I have. So I have to have this adapter into HDMI into capture card. So because
Drew, let's just be honest, you it's what you had.
that's what Walmart had for what I needed, and I stretched that thing thin. So now we're gonna go on to Amazon and see if I can find an HDMI cord that goes to HDMI micro.
HDMI A to C.
Amazon is always the GOAT. It always comes through.
It better.
Yeah, but here lately they've been slow delivering. I've had 3 things that were supposed to deliver on a certain day, and I get a message that day saying, "Oh, it's running behind."
Huh.
Gene, do you got your orders queued up? You want to go over that?
Oh, you know what? I don't, but I can.
I know Drew's got to put his back in there for the mock.
Oh,
So I got mine ready while he goes and orders a cable.
All right, there's mine in back now.
Gene,
no, for $10 I can get a cord. This is actually kind of fun where, like, if I really want to dramatic effect, I just look straight at the camera.
You need one of those cameras that's got the where it follows your head when you move, the camera moves.
I know, right?
Did I tell you I found out, by the way, that
What?
remember when me and you were messing off screen one night with the lights and you were talking about how it looked so dull? Do you see how it looks now?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, my light has different functions, and I didn't know that. There's a button on there that just looks like a reverse button.
Yeah,
I never clicked it before.
nice.
But the more you know.
Here we go.
Uh-oh, Gene's got us.
Well, for starters, I should have gone in and rotated images, but I didn't. So I'm not sure what this guy's building.
I don't know
Bunch of
either.
66 plates. It's almost like he's stocking up for a mock or something that, you know, how you use different color bricks in your Mills plates. Maybe he's using plates.
Yeah, but those are 6x6s.
It's a bunch of them too.
Yeah, he could do that. He could make a Mills plate out of those. I'm not
He's
sure
got
on that one.
tiles and plates down here.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. What's really weird is the plates match the color of the big plates up top.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one.
You know, I wasn't sure what this was. I mean, he's got a whole bunch of tiles here. Then he's got a bunch of tech. So that's kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. That might be I don't know. The only time I've ever seen those bottom tile panels used are for the big plates that are tiles too. On the AT-ATs.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So-
Though. That's too.
That one's kind of hard to figure out, huh?
Those rims ain't gonna fit those tires.
That's what I'm thinking. No, the reason she took this one was those two tires are worth the entire order before it.
What did they come on?
They came on the McLaren Formula One. They came on several others, but it's the wet tires on the McLaren.
Looks like they're trying to like mock a Ferrari. Oh no, this is a different order, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a different
Yeah.
one, but it could. I'm thinking that's kind of fire truckish.
Yeah, but what throws it off is that big green
Yeah,
windshield.
neon yellow. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, you got a bunch of grill pieces here.
I don't know. Those almost look like speed. I know they're not, but they look like Speed Champions wheels.
Yeah.
That's an odd one too. That's another one. I think they're just getting pieces ready for a mock.
To me, that kind of looked like it was right up Drew's alley. It looks a lot like Minecraft
Yeah, but the
stuff.
thing that isn't Minecraft is the light bluish gray. I don't think Minecraft uses many of those light bluish gray pieces.
And there's a ton of the snot tiles up there.
Them jumper tiles.
Yep.
I don't. That's just another random order.
That's random. I think that's somebody doing a brick head. No, those are heads. Those aren't eyes.
A rock
And two
raiders.
bananas. There's two bananas in that one. No hot dogs.
Rock raiders.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I just really like rock raiders. That looks like more orders to Land Rover.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. We had one last week that was about like that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Now that looks kind of like Minecrafty.
Yeah.
Storage, flowers. I guess somebody's just getting stuff ready for a ground plane of a mock.
That's a really random one too. You got a bunch of
Yeah.
random orders.
It's a weird week.
I bet they're building something that needs gears.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is a Bionicle because they use gears as a lot of trim on Bionicles too. She told me she had a really cool one in here, but I haven't seen it yet. This one's got flags and oh, there you go.
Are those all Technic bricks?
Lift arms.
Oh, they're
plates.
building. That's another crane.
No, the green and yellow I think is something John Deere.
Yeah, but there's 2 green pieces.
Oh, I remember this one. He ordered 2 human tools. I'm like, really? Where he got
How
that
else
order
is he
was
going to
like,
get all those plates unstuck, Gene?
Right? Dang, you have no
Yeah.
idea how frustrated I am right now.
No, I do. I can see your face.
I almost thought
Yeah.
about changing all my backlights to red just to be angry.
What's
we
the
got
movie
some
Elementals?
Oh, what was that?
The Disney movie Elementals, where when he gets angry, he like slaps the table and the whole background
I
gets
don't-
red.
I don't think it was Was it Elementals?
I'm pretty sure it was. No. Hold on. Now I'm going to look
It
it
was
up.
more like Feelings.
So Richard, it looks like all of the the January 1st stuff, people ordering small random things.
Yeah.
Pink and white.
Cherry Tree.
Snots and big curves.
Huh. That is a very confusing order. That
A
looks like
lot
it's
of these
for a
are.
city.
None of them make sense.
That looks for
Oh.
like a rock show.
Check this out.
That's definitely for a rock show.
That's
Like a
what I'm
concert.
thinking.
Yeah, but who puts a saxophone in a rock band?
Oh, tons of people.
The movie is called.
Do you not listen to music?
The movie is called Inside Out.
Inside Out, yeah. Elemental,
Elemental is a Disney movie though.
yeah.
Trying to figure out what else he got.
That's
Yeah, I
definitely
think-
for piano.
I think he's getting ready to build something musical, definitely.
Yeah,
I think this clues us in.
yeah.
But how many bands do you know that have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 saxophones?
And a keyboard. I mean, there's a bunch of keyboards there.
Yeah.
Unless he's making a music store.
Yeah, but the only thing that's weird about that is the other pieces that are in there. I don't know. That's
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what all these weird colored 2x2 rounds are.
Unless he's doing like a big concert venue where you have like tons of people, like tons of bands in them, and then this is outdoor, like some kind of flowery thing.
well, he's got
I
the
don't
gold
know.
the gold cymbals for a drum set if he does it
Yeah.
right. Because I did that in my city mock. I had a music store that had a drum set in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's another weird one. What do y'all
Gun-
think in the
that's
chat? What do y'all
definitely a
think these orders are for? That's a Republic gunship.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the bottom right bin, the lift arms up top, the 2 curved ones,
Curved ones.
those are what you pick it up with.
I was gonna say
Well, you
or the
ordered-
glass shields.
There's 2 packs of bulk axles, though. You ordered 50 axles.
Well, sometimes you do that by accident.
He meant to order 2, and instead he ordered 2 packages.
Yeah.
A bunch of
That
Fin
looks like an
lift
old
arms.
like TIE fighter. No, that's like an old police car because it has the little wheels.
Yeah. little wheels, but
Hey,
a whole
what's up,
bunch of thin
Brickin?
lift arm.
What's going on, Brickhoff?
Oh, that's an old. That's Anakin's Jedi Starfighter right there.
It does have the two pieces.
No, it's
Yeah.
100% is Anakin's Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the controls. It's got the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put money on it right now. No, just kidding.
Drew
Another
needs
weird
money for
one.
a new camera. Let's help him out.
Right? I bet you $1,000 right now.
That's looking like a train.
Yeah. Some type of Christmas
Um,
build. Just a day late and $1 short.
Yeah.
Bunch of donuts and cookies.
There ain't nothing wrong with donuts and cookies.
There's a lot wrong. Say hello to my health.
Yeah, so
Your
we
health
got
is only bad when the
chain
doctor
and
tells you
gears.
so.
Yeah, none of these are real obvious tonight.
No, none at all.
That's a boring. Oh yeah, so that one rubber band right there is worth more than all the rest of the order combined.
Dang.
Some of these orders are probably going to be people in the chats.
Right?
Chat, if you place an order on Camel City Brick House, you may be in our videos.
Yeah. So that's a Wisconsin fan trying to build a trophy or something. I don't know.
I don't know. These are strange.
That's a cool collar combo, the dark red and black. And there we have it.
That's
That's
a
a
train.
Train car.
Yep.
There's the front, the back. There's the base plate, the doors,
Is Hogwarts Express red or dark red?
dark red.
It's-
So I'm betting that's something that's modifying a Hogwarts Express.
Dude.
Doors were red.
Huh?
Doors were red.
Oh, Tori's here. She said the doors are red. Everything else was dark red.
Amazon won't get the cord here until Tuesday. That's how backed up they are. Like you were saying, Gene. That is insane. Insane.
Yeah, I ordered something that was supposed to be here Tuesday and got something saying, oh, it's going to be there Saturday. So I canceled it and ordered it from somebody else, and I'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go to Best Buy at some point. Just see if they have it. Because I ain't waiting that long. So much
You
for
could-
2 day.
You can go to Walmart and buy another on cable.
No.
Drew, would you like to you want to go over mocks or you want to go over news? What do y'all want to do? Because we got some sets released.
What we got 19 minutes. So how fast do we need to do it?
Not fast at all. He said that he'll be on about 9:30. He's still
okay.
at work.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he can go over the stuff with us.
Okay. Which one would you rather do?
I don't know. What about y'all? What do y'all think in the chat? What about you, Gene?
Hit the news.
All right.
Ba-da-da-bum-bum.
You heard it here first, folks.
Dude, now everyone can kind of see
Did you break
actually
it?
like what my room looks like. It's a disaster. Minecraft sets everywhere.
First off, we're getting a Commander Cody Brickhead.
Dude, I'm so excited for that. Like 11 out of 10 excited for that. That's probably gonna be my first brickhead I ever buy.
If they're coming out with a Cody, you know they're gonna drop a Rex.
They better.
They're gonna ride that train.
They better.
Next up, we're getting a Captain America versus Red Hulk battle.
Do you think it'll actually be a big Hulk or a little Hulk?
I do. I think it'll be the same thing as the new one that we got with the Avengers Tower, just recolored.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not what the picture is. They used an old picture because the new one, the head is detachable.
Right.
It says it comes with Captain America as Sam Wilson, Falcon, Jaquan Taurus, both with wings, Red Hulk with Ruth Bat Seraph, which is Sabra. Includes a fighter jet with opening cockpit, storage compartment, and a stud shooter. That's another one of those sets, by the way, that Marvel's doing where it's like 200 pieces, but it's $60.
Jeez, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't quite know. These are the prices and the set numbers for the new Jurassic Park stuff we're getting, which is kind of cool because it's not very expensive.
Yeah, it is. The $90 set? That must be some big dinosaurs in that one.
Yeah, but I'll say normally the bigger stuff has like a big T-Rex and then some other stuff in it.
Yeah. I like the price of the $25 one. That's more pieces for price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's got a big dinosaur. The $65 one isn't too bad. I mean, you got to think a Triceratops set was like what, $34, $35.
I guess so.
The big boy itself.
I want this so badly.
Gene, are you going to buy this since you got Rivendell?
Probably not.
I really want it since if it's a brick built eye, that thing's gonna be sick.
I mean, I don't know how they could do it and have it not brick built, but that's gonna be a huge set. Like for them to drop Rivendell and then come out next year and drop that.
Well, they dropped the Avengers Tower, so people are like, "Where's the Lord of the Rings Tower? Where's Mordor?"
Yeah.
Or Barad-dûr. I'm excited for this Bark Speeder chase.
I mean, it comes with 2 501st troopers with helmet holes.
In the wrong place, probably.
The only thing I don't really care for is I know that they're probably not, but the way this picture is set up, it's like they're trying to sell it for Grogu.
Always.
We're getting some more speed champions, which means we're getting one by itself and 2 dual packs.
Huh.
I wish they would tell us what kind of cars they are, though.
I really hope they do like a cool off-roading Jeep or something, or like a Tacoma. I would buy that. I would pay $50 for a Speed Champions Tacoma. I am that obsessed with Tacomas, dude.
Like a Baja truck style?
Yeah. TRD, baby, all the way.
Getting Stitch.
I love Stitch, but not this Stitch.
No.
I don't know. It's kind of the only thing I'll say is they did him really well justice compared to Raccoon, but I hate his bottom teeth.
Sure, yeah. Hey, they do look unfinished.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, look, we have a visitor.
It's very strange. Then we're getting the Dungeons and Dragons set, which is actually a really good price for the piece count.
Yeah.
Could this be the set that the goat is in?
Probably.
I mean, $350 for a goat. Is that going to be the good price point?
I guess we'll find out, huh?
It's $350 a good price point for a goat.
For a set with
this is a lot of big sets, dude, that are just come out.
Yeah.
The Modular Museum, the Avengers Castle, the Tower, sorry. Lord of the Rings, and Dungeons and Dragons. That is insane.
And the Venator.
Oh my gosh. I literally forgot about the Venator.
And a little bit before the Venator, you had the Ninjago Garden.
Oh, yeah. I just always expect one of those to come out. That's just normal to me now. That's crazy, man. That's a lot of big sets.
So what? Avengers Tower is $550.
Yeah.
So Avengers Tower is $550. This is $350.
360.
360. So you got Venator $650. You've got easily $2,500 worth of sets.
Oh yeah.
And they're all big. They're all them big boys.
So we're all going to have to be selling plasma to get through that week, huh?
Yes. This is a really weird set in my opinion.
Yeah.
$120 phone booth.
They made it specifically for Greg.
It says that you can choose if it's a dial telephone or a 90s telephone, and there's a light brick in the roof, but I still don't see. You'll never prove to me that this set is worth $115 ever.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it's probably because we're not from England.
This is another one that's extremely weird. I don't understand it.
I get it. If you can put your own family photos in it, that makes sense.
Yeah, but those are 3x3s, which means you would have to go get like that's like yearbook photo from school, like cut out and put in there.
Which most people who have kids that are in high school probably have plenty of those pictures that they can stick in there. I was like, my mom probably would have loved this. And she's not even into Lego.
I don't know. I don't see it. I just don't. That's another weird one to me. Them Harry Potter sets, though. I want to know what that $200 set is.
Overpriced.
Is
Unless
it, though?
they got something big in it.
I don't know.
The only one that's, they're all pretty close to being overpriced. I don't know. I'm also I price everything off piece count, which apparently is wrong. But
what do you do? 10 cents a piece?
Yeah. Every 100 pieces should be about $10.
Yeah. I mean, Harry Potter, I kind of give a little bit of leniency to, though, because they use some big pieces making Castle.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is another extremely strange one. I don't get it at all.
What the heck? This is unique.
I really hope that this is a joke.
$99 set.
I don't understand this at all.
My girlfriend might like this one.
The only thing the thing that stands out the most to me about this is this cat is $100, right?
Yeah.
So the buildable Grogu wasn't $100.
But did it have this many pieces?
That's what I'm saying. The cat's going to be bigger.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, what's up, Lego Team B?
What is going on, Lego Team? And then we're getting the rest of these I'm pretty sure are just brickheads. I don't like, I mean, I'm not going to say I like brickheads. I don't buy any of them.
Yeah.
As I say that, I think there's like, oh no, I took the ones apart. I was saying I have 4. I really like that Spider-Man right there, though. The Iron Spider-Man. That's a pretty cool.
Looks
and
like
it's kind of Lego. Do what?
Looks like there's some good stickers in it.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to be stickers. I think that's going to be printed.
Yeah, usually brickheads are printed.
I hope so. Because those look like stickers to me. That doesn't look like stickers.
Well, the other doesn't either.
Oh, I guess not, because that's the split of the tile. Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting also a potted Groot.
That's cool. I actually kind of like that. It does look like a piece of poop coming alive, though.
Kind of does. Sonic and Knuckles and Shadow.
Huh.
Which I don't really.
I never really played Sonic, so.
I played Sonic, but I didn't get anywhere past like Knuckles and Tails. I don't know. That's just another one to me that's kind of odd. And then another Stitch, because I guess Disney's gonna milk that Stitch tread for all it's worth.
I guess so.
And that is it for the news that I have.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Right.
To me, it's very, very weird what we're getting. I think that the January 1st wave was too good.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to be let down the rest of the year. And I'll be honest with you, I just really want to know what the 2 UCS sets are going to be.
Right? Same.
Are we getting that sail barge? Let's get into these mocks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
What do you think of this? I would love to have a Han Solo and Bantha. Are these what these called again?
That's a Tauntaun, and
Yeah,
I would care for
Tauntaun.
that. I only want that Tauntaun. I don't care.
I know, dude. Look at how big this thing is.
Wow.
That Han Solo can go away. I just want the Tauntaun.
They should have used croissants as like his hood.
The
But dude,
fact
this
that he has no face, but the Tauntaun has eyes and a nose and a mouth is weird.
but dude, he has goggles on top of his head.
Yeah, but the goggles sit on their head. They never wore them as like covering their
know.
eyes.
Made no sense to me. But dude,
Mayo
isn't this
said,
thing
"Where do
is-
you source these mocks from?" The internet, Mayo.
I don't know.
The internet.
Usually they just source me, but you know, whatever. Then the brick built B1 battle droid, dude.
Those
And
are the
it has all different kinds of poses.
That's actually
like-
really cool. I could
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Lego actually doing that though. Like maybe not.
I
to that
hope they
detail.
do. That'd be cool. Like to have this detail, they should. I'd buy. You can clip
No,
the gun on
Mayo,
the
they
back.
are not random for Google Images.
Oh my gosh, Mayo. Just play with your mini dolls right now, please. Then dude, look at the heart piece for this Christmas tree.
That is very odd.
It has like weird whatever this creature is that was originally one of those doll Lego things.
Yeah,
It's his arms and his hands, his face, and then his legs at the bottom. And then they have a green drill piece with a dragon tail.
that's very odd.
But when you
I
just
don't know
look
if
at
I
the
like
red,
that.
it looks like a tree, which is very
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that.
So
It's just creepy. But it's very brilliant technique. However the heck they did it.
Just because it can be done doesn't mean it should be done.
And then this is my last one. I just really like this little dwarf dude with the little. Every time we like the little smokestack, but like if you look around on the bottom left, not only is there like a bird's nest at top, but the candle drips down. I always like the like half, like a quarter of the, not even a quarter, like an eighth of a jumper plate sticks out like just some rock jetting out.
Yeah,
I obsess over that sometimes. I just love that. But yeah, there you go.
that looks
And-
really good.
There's beige hot dogs. No one else caught that. So
No, I was more. I like the beard better. The dwarf beard is. Cool.
I know, right? The dwarf beer is pretty nice. But no one caught the beige hot dogs, which I'm kind of disappointed in.
those are
I
hot
didn't.
dogs.
Yeah, those are
Those
beige
are
hot dogs.
horns.
No, those are beige hot dogs. Those have got to be. I would be crying in my bed right now if those are
You're
not.
talking about above the door?
Yeah.
No, those are horns.
No.
Look how they're thicker at the bottom.
I'm gonna. I quit.
Drew doesn't even know where to find the hot dogs.
Because mail won't show me. That I'm sad now. Just
Those are
when I
horns.
thought it couldn't get any better, any worse tonight, they're not even hot dogs.
The
They're
hot
probably
dogs.
They're probably Loki horns. Oh, I'm gonna go cry.
Let's I mixed it up tonight. I did.
Oh, I've seen this one. I like this one with the different hair pieces.
Yes.
Wait, didn't I show this one?
No.
Where the heck did I show this?
I don't know, but that's really
I've
cool.
seen this, but it is pretty cool.
I really like the different headpieces as like trees.
Yeah, that's pretty unique.
And then not only that, it has, which I got a better picture of them, wagon wheels as top of the tires, and then hands as flags.
Yeah,
It's a micro build.
The top of the tower looks like a face.
I don't see that at all. This
No, the very top.
with these two being the eyes.
No, that's hair sticking out. There's a hat on top, a witch's hat, the two little eyes, and right there right there where your mouse is. I mean, when you zoom in, it doesn't, but when you zoom out, it looks like a face looking at you.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I was wrong. I've just seen this one on Instagram before. I thought I presented it. I'm
I-
blamed for that.
I really like this.
It is pretty cool.
It's a
I
micro.
don't fully understand some of the hair pieces.
I don't either, but it's I guess the uniqueness of it.
Oh, it's unique. The castle looks great though.
You mean the mini build? The only reason I have something against mini builds is just for the simple fact that they beat me at Brick Fair last year. But I really like the stairs. I really like everything. This reminds me of the builds that came in the question block for Mario.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at it.
See, I just don't get they have these trees in here, but they're just cones, not hair pieces.
Yeah, but there's trees on the outside like that.
So this makes. Are these supposed to be like giants outside the castle or something?
I don't know.
I'm very confused by this. America, explain.
I gave this thing 7 out of 10 hot dogs.
Ha! Is this a surprise you had for me?
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
I have saved templates in my phone.
That is hilarious.
Next up, I have this.
Oh yes.
This thing is beautiful. Like the detail that went into this.
Yeah, the
The
green.
like
one.
muscle car air induction superchargers, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah.
or like vents. Like that whole thing is just beautiful.
Yeah. They did
The
good on the
only
green.
thing that I don't like about this at all is I wish they would have used some other color to break this up some. Because it is literally like a line of dark gray, then light gray, and then a small line of dark gray, and then boom, right back to light
Well,
gray.
that's how it was in the movie, though.
Yeah.
Like that basic.
But I love all this like dark brown and nougat colors.
This isn't. No, this isn't Vardos. Is it? No. Let me see.
Like using the skis as part of, I guess, the generator. The tangling the whip. Like I sat there and looked at this for a while to figure out something. Like even up here, like the old school pieces that used to come on, like the old X-Wings,
Yeah.
the tiles. It's got wheels like literally everywhere.
Mimban. That's what it's called. This is the planet Mimbam. I think, if I said that correctly.
Mim Bam.
Yeah. Or Mimbam. Let me see here. Mimban. Mimban.
I gave this one 8 out of 10.
Heck yeah. I like them dogs. I'm
I-
definitely going to make some merch called Drew Dogs.
I really like the cleanliness of this build.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on, but it's very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Then last but not least,
Oh, I like this one.
God, this set is beautiful. Like this whole design is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that I wish they would have done, and maybe like I get why they done what they done because it's like every Star Wars character.
Yeah.
But to me, it would make more sense if they were all Jawas. Because they're like robbing
little gingerbread.
Yeah, they're like robbing presents out of the AT.
Yeah. That's actually funny.
I mean, they got like they're building a snowman back here that's got a squadron hat on.
Yeah.
I love the little like candy put like it legit looks like it could be a gingerbread house.
Right?
Yeah.
They
The
put a
gingerbread
wreath on
egg,
front of the what you call it?
Bark speeder.
Yeah. Everybody's got presents in their hand. I don't know. This was really cool to me. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Ah, that's funny.
10 out of 10.
That is funny.
See you later, David. See you later, Mayo. But yeah, I couldn't like the Star Wars mock are seen. I've tried to find stuff that isn't Star Wars.
Yeah.
Tried to
Yeah.
venture out.
3 of them, or 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars mocks besides Castle are like the most biggest, right? Or most big
think
time.
I think Star Wars is way bigger than Castle.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so. You see a lot more Star Wars mocks.
I mean, but when you got Castle, you got things like this right here.
Yeah. That's just a box of boys.
That's a lot more than a box.
It's
That's a tray of boys.
like
And
that
I got-
probably costs just about one box of boys. Not even though. Those are way more expensive than some boys.
I was about to say my army, like the way they're built, my most common guy is probably about $5 a fig.
Wow.
And those are the ones that are using all Lego pieces. Once
Yeah.
you get into like archers, the archer weapons are like a $250 a piece, two to $250 a piece.
Yeah.
Some of the
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
most of the helmets I got are like $4 a piece.
Yeah.
So it gets a
And
little
a lot of
pricey.
a lot of your archers have the funky arms on them too.
Yeah, I got crazy arms on a lot of my archers.
Hmm.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
But I wanted to stand out. I've got a video coming out about that. Y'all see it here in like 2 days.
That's good.
You'll
I wanna-
understand.
I want to see it now.
Well, you can, but I only have like the first 4 minutes of it. So
Let me see it now. Play me a video now.
watch this.
Watch this.
Are you ready for this? Look, bow. There's the video.
Oh. Ah, my eyes. It's so beautiful. Donkey.
Because you mistakenly thought that you had found hot dogs hidden in a set.
What are you doing in my swamp, donkey? Those aren't hot dogs. Those are horns.
You know what those actually kind of look like?
I don't know.
Gene, Drew might be right. I don't know.
No, the bottom end of them's not rounded like the hot dogs.
You have to explain to me what piece that is then.
I need to see.
You got to think Drew's pictures are like stretched.
It's the tip to a tail.
I don't know about that.
Hold on.
Going to investigate.
So when they're not stretched, this is a non-stretched photo. I don't know if anyone can actually see that.
No.
Bummer. When it's not stretched, it looks more like the hot dogs.
I think it might be a hot dog. I was going to go through all the tails, but there's like 30 some pictures of them, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Now, it could be part number 77263.
Here, if I send you the picture, are you able to put it up in your form?
Yeah.
Oh, the costume tail.
Yeah. I mean, it could be that. Could be.
What color was it? Was it dark tan?
No, like nougat. Or light nougat. It looks more like a pretzel color. Did you get that picture?
Yeah, but it saved it very, very small.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's one for the books. We can wait till Sean comes on later and ask him.
Right?
Because the only other part that I see it might be is a dinosaur end tail. And the
Yeah.
problem
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I was
dinosaur, but it doesn't come in like what color do you think that is? Dark tan?
No, it's definitely like light nougat.
And they don't have that in anything light nougat.
Yeah, that's dark tan over by the roof edge.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I think that part is mysterious. It's a magical part that no one has seen. Or it's a hot dog that Drew has that he won't tell people about.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, those tails do not come in medium nougat, light nougat, or nougat.
But here's one for us. Are we even sure it's a real mock? Is it something that somebody built in Digital Designer?
Right?
That's another one.
All right, here you go. Let's see here. Present, share screen. All right, there you go. I've shared it. Needs your approval. Now we enhance. 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 Enhance.
All right, now make it clear.
That's not possible. I can see, like, look, like it looks a lot different than the slideshow where this looks more
Yeah, it does.
straight curved like a hot dog. Let me see here. Let me see where I got that photo from first.
Could be a medium nougat hot dog.
Yeah?
Could be. Therefore, Drew was right all along. Drew does know his dogs. I don't know. Like I said, that's a new one for me. I have no idea what that could be.
I'm not sure how they're standing it up there.
I'm assuming that it's just wedged in.
Yeah, it is, because they have those little, like, I guess, for lack of words, nipple things.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. They are 100% hot dogs. I just got a second picture that's even closer.
Uh-oh.
That makes me so happy right now.
Drew's proven that the dogs are actually dogging.
The dogs have dogged.
Sometimes them dogs be dogging.
Let's see here. How can I stop? There you go. Stop share. All right. Let me go to Instagram. I had to resend it to you. It's too small. Okay. Save image as. Okay. Enter. All right. Present. Oh, come on. This is lame. Open. Okay, there we go. Close that one. All right.
What are you doing over there?
All right. Approve me, please.
You're sitting here texting me, and I was like, oh.
That is 100% hot dogs. You can see the little nipple thingy right there.
If those are hot dogs, then that's an inaccurate picture, because if you put a flame next to a hot dog like that, it's going to turn black.
Then we got to get some black hot dogs. That makes me so happy. I was so sad when I thought they were not hot dogs.
Drew's dreams were shattered.
But now I'm happy. They're real dogs. All beef, 100% beef here. We call ourselves
All
the Beef
beef.
Boys.
No filler.
Real whole hot dogs.
Real whole, everything left over, and decided we're going to make something.
Literally.
What's everybody getting into this week? Anything?
Dude, I got food poisoning earlier this week.
What?
That was rough. On New Year's Eve, I got food poisoning.
What'd you eat?
I went to a place I should have never gone to. It was called China Kitchen, and they were the only ones that were open at that late hour. Hey, what's up, Shy?
What's up, Shy?
They were the only ones that were open at that late hour. and I was, this is kind of embarrassing because Shy helped me set up my perfect setup, and then just to let you know, the micro SD card has broken out, and now we're back to square one. But so this is Plan B, middle of stream.
I thought you were blaming Shy for it a little bit ago.
No, hey, wait a minute, no.
You were like, if Shy didn't make me stretch my cable this far, maybe this would.
Oh my gosh.
Shy, you'll have to go back and watch, but I'm pretty sure
they're just trying to get the replay gang for money. Don't listen to them, Shy. They're lying to you. But what were we talking about?
You getting food poisoning.
Oh, he's been here the whole time. Oh yeah, I got food poisoning from the China kitchen where they still have True, very true, very true. Where they still have like their advertisement signs from the 90s that don't even light up anymore. I got the orange chicken and chow mein and a side of ptomaine poison. I have so many thoughts and so much pain.
Was this in Tennessee or was this in California?
Yeah, this is in Tennessee. It hurt. I didn't move. I couldn't walk until 6:30 that evening. I only ate 8 saltines and a smoothie, like a little bottle smoothie that my girlfriend got, because luckily she's a nurse, so that was nice being taken care of. But she's like, "Do you want some food?" I'm like, "No." I didn't even drink in it. Oh my goodness, that was the best New Year's Eve I've ever had. I went to bed at like 9:30 and woke up dying. Oh, I go that night too because we were cleaning out my ears. So it was just full circle. It was just amazing time. New year, new me, man. Just cleansing.
I remember I was like, I forgot what we were exactly doing. But I remember my mom texting me and being like, "Happy New Year." And I looked at my phone and I was like, "Oh crap, it's 12:05."
That's funny.
What's going on, Dark Helmet? Yeah, I haven't.
Hey, what's up, Dark Helmet?
I mean, I don't want to like talk it into existence, but I haven't had food poisoning in a very long time.
It's not worth it. You're not missing anything. Let me tell you.
I'm also like really like bougie though, so I don't eat fast food at all.
Yeah.
And normally, like,
really, not even Taco Bell.
No. The most like fast food I've gotten is like, or I eat is like Jimmy John's, but I don't really consider that fast food.
Okay.
I mean, it's like freaky fast.
Do you consider? Do you consider Chipotle fast food?
No.
Okay. I feel like Chipotle fast food is like.
I'll put it this way: I don't get garbage fast food because I do eat Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
But Chick-fil-A is the Lord's chicken.
100% the Lord's chicken.
Like funny. I don't eat McDonald's, I don't eat Burger King, I don't eat KFC.
Yeah.
I eat Bojangles every once in a while.
Dude, that is 100% fast food. Bojangles is fast food at its finest.
Richard, if you're not eating KFC, where are you going to get your brick buckets from?
Well,
that's what I'm talking about. Those are them sorted buckets right there.
I go to the dumpster after work. I've heard they got a bunch of leftover ones in there. I don't know when the last time I've ate. The last fast food I've ate, if you consider, is Chick-fil-A. The only other one I eat is Biscuitville, but I do not consider Biscuitville to be fast food.
Mm.
Okay, so full disclosure, Popeyes is not fast food either.
Why does it take forever to get your food? I've never ate at Popeyes.
Yeah. You go to Popeyes and order, you might as well cut the car off.
True. Well, they have to make it fresh.
Yeah, that's what you're getting there.
Fresh food it is.
Silly me.
So I like I said, I'm a little like, for instance, for lunch this week. Today I had a small restaurant. Yesterday I had
What's a small restaurant?
like there's a smaller restaurant down here. If I told you what it was, you wouldn't understand. Like
Try me.
TJ's Deli.
Oh yeah, I've been there like 3 times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
So it was TJ's Deli today. Yesterday was Firehouse Subs.
Yeah. Decent.
I don't know what we did Monday. Oh no, Monday we had Monday we had Firehouse Subs. Tuesday we had Chinese food from this legit Chinese restaurant that opened up. It's very, very good food.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 things on the menu that sound normal. Everything else is you're taking a risk. New Szechuan.
Where's that at?
Where Biscuitville used to be on Silas Creek in front of Forsyth Tech.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've eaten there.
Dark Helmet said he's been on a Firehouse kick for a minute. What do you get at Firehouse though?
Dude, Firehouse Subs are expensive, man.
They're not expensive. So my buddy, we go to school for Subaru, right?
Yeah.
And we have to go every so often. My buddy was telling me, he was like, next time you go down there, let me know and I'll send you this like Jersey Mike sub to get because we get food bought for us. So I go down there and I'm like, screw it, I'll go to Jersey Mike's today. He sends me this, how to make this sandwich. I tell the woman for a sandwich, and it wasn't even a large sandwich, but for the sandwich, chips, and a drink, it was $26.
Holy cow.
And I was like, what? No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But it was $26.
That's wild.
That for Jersey Mike's is up there. I'm gonna say for a sub. Because a sub is technically like you got what, 2 options, hot or cold sandwich?
Yeah.
Now it was a steak and cheese, and I do understand steak and cheese is probably like the most expensive things you're gonna get.
Yeah. Fair point.
Dark Helmet, I normally order the Italian.
The 13.
Is that a number 13?
Yep.
It's crazy, you know that.
It's about the only one I get there.
I know that number 7 at Jimmy John's is a spicy Italian, and number 9 is a normal Italian. Number 17 is the ultimate porker. Number
8's a Billy Club.
Yeah, number 1's a ham and cheese.
Okay, so I have a question, and if
Yeah.
this is too personal, I'm sorry. How often do you eat out for lunch at work, or do you take lunch to work?
It depends.
Depends on what day the day ends and why, or
like last week I ate out almost probably every day just because of the simple fact that the holidays, like we didn't really cook at home. It really depends on what we cook here and if there's leftovers or not. I was buying lunch, or not buying lunch, sorry, but making my lunch and taking it to work just because it was healthier. And when I started looking into it, it wasn't really that much more healthier than what I eat.
Taking or buying? Sorry, I missed that first part.
Both. Like taking lunch wasn't that much more healthier than what I eat, like when I eat out.
Right, but what about price difference?
Price difference just depends. So I work with a guy that me and him buy each other's lunch every other day. So like on Monday, if I buy his lunch, Tuesday he buys my lunch type thing, and it just goes on like that.
Yeah.
I don't like, so normally like I said, I'm really bougie when it comes to ham and food, so I'm not going to take like a ham and cheese sandwich.
Right.
I was taking turkey and cheese for a long time, taking these wraps.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know like the cost of what broke down was. I got tired of doing it and started eating these salads.
Mm-hmm.
The salads were like $5 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would take, I was eating at one time. We ran out of them and haven't really been like grocery shopping since. But I do almost eat 2 apples a day.
Yeah, same.
And then I normally ate a thing of yogurt at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's beginning to be like $7-8 maybe for a lunch. Versus when I eat out, it really just depends. Like I'm definitely spending more money eating out. There's no doubt about it.
Right. No, I was curious because like since we both like work in like blue collar jobs, I mean, you probably definitely make way more than I do since you have all your degrees in it and stuff for Honda and Subaru and stuff. But I was just kind of curious and because like I meal prep every Sunday and I get tired of eating the same thing, which I could easily change. But it's just easy to make one thing for like the whole week because then like I take 1 banana, 3 cuties, and 2 apples as like my snack that I have for breakfast and throughout the day, and then my probiotic like Dannon, I think it's called Dannon, not Danimals, but Dannon, like it's basically like Activa, like probiotic yogurt drink that I have every day, and then like just stuff like that. And that's usually like consists of my breakfast sometimes, unless I get like little breakfast.
So what do
sandwiches.
you? The thing is like, what do you actually take to meal prep with?
So like for example, this week it was whole wheat penne pasta with what's it called? Like a vodka cream sauce and green beans. And then I brought to snack throughout the day like some sun chips, my apples. Sometimes I'll bring sticks of string cheese. I used to be a lot more. I'm trying to make more of a change because I would just eat so much carbs, and that's why like I added a lot more fruits, a lot more vegetables this time.
So since I started in like, I don't know actually when I started, it was in, I guess, September around that time.
Mm-hmm.
I've not drank soda I've not ate McDonald's or Burger King in probably 3 years. I've cut out other restaurants since then. I've not drank a soda in like, I say I've not drank a soda, but like, so the other day or the other week we went to my mom's house and she didn't really have anything but a Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So every once in a while I'll drink one as long as it has 0 calories.
Sure.
But I've lost like right at like 25 pounds, 26 pounds.
Nice.
But when I eat out, so like for instance, when I did like this meal prepping thing where every week I would cook pretty much like grilled chicken strips and take it with rice. And then I would change every day what sauce I put on there. And you manage the sauce by like what it's based on. So anything based on mayonnaise, which is a lot of your I'm not gonna like everything other than like barbecue style sauce.
Yeah.
If it's mayonnaise based, it's actually like really like it's not bad for you, but it's bad for you at the quantity you're gonna eat it at.
Right.
So like I was sticking to things like which it had sugar in it, but like Thai chili, or like I make this chipotle sauce that is really just like chipotles and honey, and stuff like that isn't really that bad for you. But when you look at it from the big picture, it might be eating healthier and it might be eating a little less calories.
Right.
But as long as I'm eating out, like if I go to Chick-fil-A, I get a club and I don't eat the bread. But even if I were to eat the bread, it's that like whole grain bread they have or whatever.
Yeah.
If I go like, I don't know, I basically changed from meal prepping to just eating. If I'm going to eat out, I'm going to eat smart.
Yeah. No, I totally feel that. No, I feel that's the hard part is like where I work right now. Like if I want to go eat, I can't take a 30-minute lunch. It has to be almost an hour every single time. And if I take an hour, I have to make up that 30 minutes at the end of the day. You know, so instead of leaving at 5:30, I have to stay till 6. And so, which sometimes that's fine, or sometimes other days I end up staying longer that it covers those times. But like that's the one downside, that there's not really anything super close that won't take just 15 minutes to get to. That's actually quality, like Jimmy John's, and Jimmy John's is like 15 minutes away.
So a big problem with us is that so we don't really ever necessarily get to go leave and eat. We can go grab something, but DoorDash.
But see, it's so expensive.
It is. He pays for the like Dash Pass or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Which does save quite a bit of money if you order. So like a Dash Pass gives you deals.
Right.
And sometimes you just got to basically say, okay, I'm hungry. Let's look at what places have deals instead of just going, okay, I want, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Jimmy John's has their own delivery service. So that's kind of like out of the question.
Yeah.
But
no, I feel that because like I've been on the opposite where I was the Door Dasher, and that's fun. You can make some good money, but
I probably spend triple the amount of money you do.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
But you probably also make triple the amount of money I do.
Well, but it's still dumb though. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Just because you can doesn't mean it's a sensible decision.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're comfortable with your savings and future retirement, you can spend what you want.
So that's like one of the things. Like I like when it comes to savings, I treat savings a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much have to where my check is deposited to where there's a portion of my check that's for bills, and then there's like, hey, this is the do whatever you want to do money.
Yeah.
And the do whatever you want to do money usually comes like the food play. I don't really technically treat it like as a retirement because I have a 401k.
Yeah.
And I put 15% of my check in a 401k every week.
That's good.
So that's like that's like its own little thing.
Yeah.
I've worked at the same company with the same 401k for 12 years. So
that's pretty good, especially because they probably match you too, right?
No, they only match up to $2,000. So it's $2,000 a year.
I mean, that's still something.
Yeah.
That's $2,000 you didn't have before that. They're just
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you probably match at a certain percentage, right?
It depends. It's a certain percentage, but it only equals $2,000.
No, I know, but I mean, like you have to put in that amount of percentage.
Oh, yeah. Dark Helmet said, do you guys have any idea when Pick and Build adds more pieces back? I'm assuming this is a normal yearly thing. I'm new to buying pieces instead of sets. I've actually been wondering that. I've looked all over. I've tried to ask some people that are higher up that might know. No one seems to know when. They're definitely going to be purging because they came out with that huge set of list of pieces that were like, hey, we're getting rid of these. But what I don't understand is the Brickin pieces bestseller items have changed like 3 times since they've done that. Because so I had a cart that had 100 Black Falcons in it, and I went to order it, and they were like, yeah, you can't do that right now. So hopefully I'll be able to. I need 100 more. I want at least 100 more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
definitely not a good thing.
It's probably not a good thing. Well, as of right now, I have 50 soldiers that aren't, or 50 knights that aren't like fully kitted. I need weapons for them. And the reason why they don't have weapons is because I'm waiting on Victor to get some stuff back in stock. But other than that, I have like right at 430 that are ready to go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Plus there's like 20 to 30 that are in the castle that aren't kitted, just because they're doing their like jobs, or like there's 30 people inside the castle eating. So I don't have them with helmets on or with any of that.
Right.
I came to a realization though the other day that this is going to be absolute hell moving and transporting.
Yeah. Why? You didn't do it modular?
No, it's built modular, but it's big. I'm exceeded over 100,000 pieces now.
Dang. That's impressive.
It's big. It takes up over... right now, it takes up over more than, I'm going to say, 3/4 of a ping pong table, and it's not done.
Whew.
And it's probably,
wild,
at the tallest point, it's probably 2.5 feet tall.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
Somebody's got to do it.
Dude.
It's only Wednesday, Richard, and you're flexing like it's Friday.
Do what?
It's only Wednesday and you're already Friday flexing.
That's that hashtag.
Yeah, I got my Friday flex hopefully here soon. I'm 2 followers away from 12,000. Like, come on.
You have
It's
like
right there.
You have 6,000 more followers than me.
That's just from lots of reels.
True, I'm right on your heels. I'm right on your heels. I think I'm two followers away from 12.
It's a race to the end.
That video, that video of me buying the AT-AT really like skyrocketed it. I was at a slump. Like I would get maybe 1 follower every week, and then that video just kind of like, I guess, blew up. I'm not really sure why. I tell people, I keep telling Haley it's because she's the one who filmed it.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Dude, the last video of mine that so basically I say if it gets over 10,000 views, it's done pretty well, like on Instagram. Like that's decent. The last video I've gotten over 12,000 was with my girlfriend of her reviewing a set. And I'm like, I can't break anything after 3,000 now.
The one I posted the other day about the castle, like hinting at some of the updates, is sitting at 11.4. The other one I done that showed the whole castle beforehand is sitting at 28.5. And then I have like another one at 20.4. But that one that showing me by the AT-AT is at 544 right now.
That's really good.
I want one that I have to hit 1 million.
Yeah. How many shares does that one have?
Let me go back and look. I wish I knew what I knew about analytics prior.
Yeah.
Do
you know when Sean's coming?
He said he would be here at 9:30. Let me I'm going to have to go to Instagram to look at this. It does not show me.
Do you not have a business account?
No, I do, but it doesn't show me on the computer.
Oh,
or at least I don't know how to get. At least I don't know how to get to it on the computer. It's had 656 shares.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And I'm doing my thing now where I've set myself a goal, which doesn't really. It changes the way I film things, but it doesn't change what I show. I'm gonna do a short on YouTube for a whole year straight. I'm on day, which I know I started like beforehand, but I'm on day 9 right now. Or yeah, today will be 9.
Nice.
Greg, it will not fit in a long bed pickup. I have to rent a moving truck. Last year I took a Dodge Roadmaster or whatever it's called. Roadmaster. The big old truck.
Big old truck.
Big old truck.
Ford.
No, it's not a Ford.
I know.
We got a Dodge.
But I asked, do you know what it's like to drive a Ford? Do you know what it's like to get beaten with a wet spaghetti noodle and still have to drive to work? That's what it's like to drive a Ford. I always love those memes. Yeah, I love the Ford Broncos. So,
well, that's Gene's forte. I don't mind the Ford Bronco, but I don't like Ford in general.
Yeah, I like the Raptors. Those are nice, but the Broncos have always been my favorite. I mean, I've always been a Tacoma guy, so Toyota, Tundra, and Tacoma have my heart forever. And so it's not even for like the haul things. Like I know Tacomas ain't even meant for that. I just like the fact of like I can go off-roading with it. I can do Baja with it. I can still haul some stuff. But if I want to go into town, I can park the thing. All these other trucks you can't park very well anywhere.
You need to not worry about that. You know what you need to get you?
What?
A Honda
hot
Rick
dog.
Honda Ridgeline. That's a truck. That is a truck, baby.
Oh, I almost
we
got
gotta-
food poisoning again.
We got a guest. The guest is here. On the right way.
What is happening?
What is
happening?
Sean?
Sean?
What is up?
Dude, you guys are just talking about the Ridgie?
Yeah, the Ridgeline.
Dude, I just got rid of one. Finest vehicle on the planet. Somebody was clowning it, but Ridgeline's fantastic.
Everyone used to hate on him, but we like when I worked at Honda, we literally never had any trouble out of them. Like they weren't really like the strongest truck in the world. Like you're not pulling massive campers with them.
It's like it's like the manly Honda Pilot, you know.
Yeah.
Same chassis, but different ride, you know.
The Honda Ridgeline is kind of like a tuxedo shirt.
There you go.
It's better than that, dude. I had friends with F-150s. They'd give me the Raz, and then they'd ride and they go, shit, the ride's nice. I mean, yeah, the bed's not as big, but still a fun ride. And they all like the party. They like the party trick with the opening tail.
Yeah.
And all that. Like it's legit.
The storing compartment down in the tailgate also is a big win.
Dude, that's a heater, man. You could put like a cooler and shit in there. It's awesome. I don't know if we cuss on this. I'm sorry.
It was really funny because like 9 times out of 10, if I had if you worked on a Ridgeline, it had like a set of golf clubs laying in the back of it.
See, it wasn't that kind of party for me. I wasn't too like I walked the line between I think like manly and then being like the uppity guy who can't like I don't know, fucking nail things to walls. You know what I mean? Like
you got like a case of beer.
Might be able to hang up a picture, but we ain't doing no framing here.
50% wound down. Now they're not full neck cans, but they're also not silky smooth. So I think that's the ideal Ridgeline owner. You know what I mean?
There's a couple of CrossFit calluses on it, right?
No, I don't do that. Look at me. Here's my curl. Okay. How you boys doing tonight? What are we talking about? I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, dude.
We went over some mocks and went over the sets that they got, or I guess all the leaks that came out through Lego.
From last year or this year?
No, from this year. Sets that are going to be coming out
for the Bricklink thing, or
no.
Let's go over them again. I don't think.
Please, I'd love to give if I'm unaware of these, I need to see what's going on.
Let me pull them up.
By the way, nice to meet all you guys. We kind of jumped in.
Yeah,
I'm
Drew.
How you doing, brother? Drew Brix.
Yeah.
Here to Brick, been enjoying. I still think Good Morning Brick World's the finest broadcast on all of YouTube. So I want to thank you guys for making my Sundays every Sunday. It's a good time.
Hey, our pleasure.
I tune in when I can.
When we
kids and things.
People, I guess not a lot of people know this, but Hive wanted to kind of interview Drew to bring him on, and
Hive's funny as shit.
When we did the interview, I was like Drew had some ideas, and I was like, hold on a minute. I was like,
hold on. I'm a big interrupter. I'm sorry. Hive wanted to interview him like behind the scenes or on air.
No, behind the scenes. Like Hive wanted to make sure that like he wasn't just throwing some random person in a Good Morning Brick World.
Oh
and like during our like interview, Drew like had some ideas, and I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, Good Morning Brick World doesn't really need this. I need this. I was like, hold on. But
they have a format.
Do what?
So, I said, yeah, no, it's a good format. You guys have been all together now. I think Drew, like I said, we don't know each other, but I've been watching. Yeah. 3-4 weeks in, whatever it is. You guys are starting to find the groove. It's hard. I mean, as somebody who runs a multi-person show, often with different thirds or fourths, it takes a minute, and especially when you got a motor mouth like me and Hive at the helm of it. It's tough running. Tough.
Well, I don't think people realize, but there's a big commitment in it.
There's a big commitment in it.
I mean, you have to set out a time slot, and when you set out a time slot every day at the same time every week. I mean, it becomes like it's part of your like routine. Like my wife knows Wednesdays at 8:00 and Sundays at 10:00. It's just, it's on.
Yep. I want to post that we're live on Insta real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can get some of those A-Cop boys over here.
Macro said that the Ridgeline is like an El Camino.
Macro can say whatever he wants. I love that guy.
Sir Bricks a lot said he finally made a stream, and Jesse's Bricks Galaxy says, "Hey yo,
Yo.
you got shot time
Get
in the
this
house."
up on the story.
Yeah, I don't know that like people always dogged Ridgelines, but I don't know if Ridgelines ever really had an issue. And the funny thing about the Ridgeline is anytime they redid like the body style, where everybody like the pilot and the passport and all that kept having like new updates, the Ridgeline would always be like, "Nah, we're not fixing what ain't broken." But it was a fun experience. Like I hated working on them because they're not as easy to lift as an Accord or a Civic. You have to actually like do some work. But
Right?
That's because it's a truck. It's not a fruck. Everybody knows that.
Drew disappeared.
I'm at the age where like I just don't, I don't care like what people say.
You're just gonna show up to get there, and however you get there.
No, but I like beyond that, it's like, it is when you're more responsible. You're like, I'm looking for something I can actually resell. It's comfortable. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't need a Flexmobile. I need something efficient. I wanted an SUV with a little bit of truck that I know is not going to break down. To your point, it's not going to break down. Get out of it. And I think I bought during that weird peak COVID season just before, and I think I got out of it like 3 years later for almost exactly what I paid for. It was during that weird time where trade-ins were nuts.
Man, I really wish I did something similar. I bought a buddy. Like I said, I've worked at a dealership for 12 years now. A buddy messaged me, and I've owned like 5 of them, and he was like, "Hey, I want you to know that there's a STI sitting in your bay when you come in tomorrow." He was like, "It's got 75,000 miles on it. You might want to check it out." So I'm like, "Man, I have no interest in having one. Like I already had 2 of them at the time." And I was like, I don't really want another one. And I get to work and I'm like, well, I got to move this thing out of my bay. So I crank it up and realize that it's not got 75,000 miles on it. It's got 7,500 miles on it.
Oh,
yeah. And I was like, it was right before like COVID hit. So it was like at that time period, like we all knew something might be going on, but like it wasn't released.
right.
And I, of course, get the cars for a little bit like what we paid for them when it becomes something like that.
Yeah.
So of course, I rushed up there and I bought it immediately. And now that I've held on to it, the price is just like decreased and decreased.
Especially if it's collectors, limited edition, all that stuff. So
yeah, I'm like close to thinking about getting rid of it, but every time I'm thinking about getting rid of it, I just drive it and I'm like, nah, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, no, that's the best way to do it.
But first up on this little leak list, we got us one of the
it says leak list. You were saying mocks. I was like, what are we talking about?
Oh no. Me and Drew have a thing where me and Drew are both mock builders.
Yeah.
So we have a little segment to where we kind of pull up. He goes and finds 3 random mocks during the week, and I found 3 random mocks during the week, and we just kind of
gotcha.
to look at them to see what happens.
I thought you said mock leaks. I'm like, how do mocks leak? I mean,
they're using real water.
Did you use did you put a blurry filter over it before you leaked your mock?
Yeah. Somebody had to tell me about the leak.
All right, so Cody Brickheads, great, makes sense. Let's do it. Interesting, they're doing this when it seems like Rex is the bigger star of the two, but
that's exactly what I said. I told Drew, I was like, man, they're throwing a Cody out there. That means they've got to be doing a Rex, and it just kind of doesn't make sense that it just wouldn't be a 2-pack.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if you're going to release them like staggered like this, definitely do Cody first, because if they came out at the same time, Cody would get dusted by Rex like it does with the helmets currently. So I agree with this strategy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I feel like it's a no-brainer. Like they're both gonna blow up.
Yeah, I think at $10, everybody should stash 2 or 3 of these. I mean, like that or a box of boys. Like grab this, whatever. Yeah.
Would you grab? Is this
grab 2 or 3 Ahsokas? I forget what I have, but it's like it makes sense. It's gonna pay for itself if you get a couple of them. Like whatever.
Yeah.
So this is something that you see buying and sitting on, because you do know that Brickheads are all printed, and we do know from that TIE Fighter pilot that if that printed helmet right there, that was one you should have sat on.
Yeah, no, for sure. You talk the TIE Fighter pilot from the helmet series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've got one open, two sealed on that one. Yeah, I investment whatever aside, I just to me and I wish it wasn't the most expensive because it sounds like whatever, but I do still think to this day that's the best helmet they put out, like by far.
The TIE Fighter pilot?
Yeah. A lot of them have a lot of like there's a lot of flaws on a lot of the other one. Like that one even has flaws too. I think it's around the nose or something, but I like the TIE helmet the best.
It's probably the most boring, but I really like the Scout Trooper.
Really?
No, that's number 2 for me.
Yeah, that Scout Trooper is like just because there's no.
That was a super clearance one. I'm with you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with values or anything. Like I said, the Scout is definitely number 2. I don't even know. Let's rank them. The Boba's just solid. You know, Mando's great. Like they're all pretty good. I mean, it gets into a tie until we get into like Dark Trooper mode. Like that's by far the worst.
I would put Leia as number 3 though.
Leia is fire, and
What are you talking about, dude? Leia is amazing.
That's what I'm saying. It's fire. It's great.
Yeah, no, I was talking about to Rich. What are you talking about, Rich?
No, you said it's number 3.
Oh, I thought you meant third worst one. I was like,
no,
bro.
I would say the Stormtrooper. I would agree. Stormtrooper and Dark Trooper are probably the worst.
Okay.
Stormtrooper's terrible. You're right. Yeah.
It has Dark Trooper's too many studs.
If Stormtrooper's 7th or whatever, Dark Trooper's like 12th, and there's not even 12. That thing sucks.
The Luke helmet's pretty hot too.
Dude, that's probably God, I just did my top 3, but yeah, it's up there. Like I said, there's not really many that were ultra disappointing.
Dark Trooper.
Except that one. I mean, it's just like, and it's funny because everybody's trying to get that TIE pilot energy on that one, and everyone's like, I'm not doing it.
No.
And watch what happens. You know, it's probably going to shoot to, I don't know, 100, but it's not going to hit 250 like the TIE pilot because it's ugly. I mean, it just won't.
Yeah.
Completion is so good.
I had to buy one just to have the full set. I couldn't be missing one.
No, I mean that's why we all did it. There was one of those like regrettable purchases we all have to make.
So, but to me, it's funny hearing y'all talk about the value of them because the real question is, which one of you is actually willing to sell it?
Probably Sean.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, because I've got a couple stashed on certain ones, so sure. Yeah. Why and by the way, I'm not this big investor guy. I just like to pay for my addiction occasionally. So
true that.
I've been right on what's gonna crank and what isn't, and so I do that just to pay for it. But CCBH, I understand what you're saying.
I wish I had the ability to sell.
Just do it. Just let it go. Trades are good. That's what shows are good for too. Like
the best place is Bricks and Minifigs for you, Rich. You should go there.
Talk to me about Bricks and Minifigs trade-ins. I don't have one right here. So is it like GameStop or is it better?
Oh yeah, it's very GameStop.
It depends on where you go, because like I feel like I got a pretty decent one because they didn't really know very well like the worth of it, so they overpriced a lot of things, and like I did some $1,000 trade, and so I was pretty stoked about that. I basically gave away everything I did not care about anymore, and I got everything that I wanted they had, so plus $300 cash, so that was a pretty good day for me.
I cleared 90% of the shelves behind me and just like tore it all apart, inventoried it all, made sure all the sets were there, bagged them up and put them in like containers. And I was just like, I should get rid of some of these. And I like started looking through them and I was like, but I don't know if I want, like, there's a bunch of sets. I've got all the, like the Saturn, the Apollo, the lunar landing. I've got all of those that I would probably like the Discovery. Those could all just be gone. I'm not that big of a space guy when it comes to that stuff.
Dude, if you want to sell the lunar landing, let me know. I might buy that off of you.
Same. Discovery. I still need it.
Like, it's one of those things that like I bagged up and it was really cool. Like, I really like the Saturn. The problem with the Saturn is you needed a freaking like 7 square foot area just to display it.
True.
To this day, though, since I've been around this hobby, that's the greatest deal of any set of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
The Saturn rocket, it was at 120 or something, and it's like you said, it's 90 feet. Like
Yeah.
it's like
size-wise,
value-wise, name a better $120 set besides Viking Village that's come out.
You're talking about for like its worth for piece?
I don't do that. I'm just like taking the whole, like, it's girthy. It's
Oh,
like
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
Let me say this: if you bought like a plastic version at the NASA gift shop that looked that good, like that would be $100, like easy.
Oh
And
yeah, oh yeah,
this is
definitely.
brick
Oh,
built,
yeah.
better. Like,
Dude, the next best one is this for $30 right here.
a little box of toys. Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah.
I still have yet to see that.
Really? You still haven't found one?
No, I found the CMFs. I bought every CMF. Like I've got the goat.
Heck yeah, there they are.
I need that box. Don't y'all have like an extra box?
She gone. We don't do this. We don't do this gimmick stuff. We said there was 66. They sold in just under 4 days. They're gone. We're gonna do something else though, so stay tuned. We're gonna have another thing, but we only made 66. So it was like, I don't know how these are gonna sell. It's like, well, could have made 100, but
Yeah.
66, fun number. Let's see what happens.
Did you ever figure out the other night who had number 66?
Still don't know.
Still don't know.
I do know this. I do know that 3 of our audience still has them sealed, so it's in there because Brent, myself, Brick Shell, they don't have it. We don't have it, and somebody's got it, and I love it. Every week that goes by and we don't know who has it, it just builds the lore a little more. So, like ideally, whoever plays chicken last and lets everybody open. I think there's like Lego CPA is charting who has what. I think there's 3 left to be opened. And so like by process of elimination, if 2 people open it and the last guy didn't, he's got 66. Like, I mean, who cares? Right? Like whatever, but it's still like, that's pretty cool. I don't know. It raises it from $66 to 100 at least. I would think I'd buy it for 100.
You would buy it.
The backstory, but like, okay, so we work with these guys to make this thing, and they're like, "What number do you want? Any, like you want 66 for yourself?" I'm like, "Nah, man." And they're like, well, "What do you want? Number 1?" I'm like, "Nope." I'm like, I was like, "Give me 2. I don't care."
See, I've done something similar to that with Victor at Eclipse Graphics with the Black Falcon stained glass.
Yeah.
All the stained glass that he done was really small. I don't know who else got them or if anybody else got them, but I have a set of stained glass that's like the much bigger pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I like the idea of things, because everything's mass produced and out there, and this was just a fun thing to do, and everybody responded, and it was I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't to make a whole bunch of money. We were just trying to I didn't want to put our partners out to a lurch to produce a bunch of these things and not be able to sell through them. Truthfully,
you don't really need to. I mean, you don't even need to do that. It's not like it's I guess the crazy thing is you're not trying to create a demand for something. You're just wanting people to have fun and enjoy something. That's it.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to leave our partners with a bunch of inventory, and I didn't want to have to hawk them every week until they're gone.
You're having to buy 100.
I'm just transparent. I'm probably the most, to a fault, honest, one of the most honest people in the space, and we're currently talking about not only what's next, but how many, and do we bump it up? Yes, we're going to bump it up, but by how much? And was it just, a one-time thing, or what do we come back with? And it's weird because again, I didn't, again, Brick Shell took all the risk on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's really cool that he did that, but it's also, like I said, it's really cool that y'all limited it. But at the same time, it's crazy that it only lasted, what'd you say, 4 hours?
Just under 4 days. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was weird because the first 2 days they were gone, and then for a day and a half there was 3 left. It was weird. I was like,
what's really weird? What was really
have
weird?
A broadcast. I wasn't out there going buy this thing, So it makes sense, but if there was a couple left before our next show, I was going to be full push it out mode, or I was going to buy a second one. I didn't care, but
I wasn't aware of them until Shy done his unboxing video.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are unaware of things till Shy does something because Shy's amazing.
When Shy done his like unboxing video, my first thought was like, I would really like to have it. And I was like, but the only thing is it only holds like a very small amount of minifigs, and I need something that holds like 150. So I was just like, I'm gonna pass.
So they make one that holds like 80 something. That's like a wall hanger. But like, about these guys is like, and that was our first like sponsored, whatever you want to call it, brand deal. And we had been reached out to probably by the same people that you have with the clean my bricks and all this stuff. And I'm like, nah. No, if we're gonna do something, it's gonna be legit. Like that's why we did our own like shirts. We didn't like do spring or any of that. And so
I did my own shirts. I took I guess like that promotion that everybody reached out to with the Lilo Light.
Oh, Lay Light Go.
Yeah, Lay Light Go. But I've declined everything else I've gotten so far because I got the vacuum offer. Somebody offered me. They were gonna send me a bunch of free sets that they created. And the way that
what's that vacuum called? Is it like Suck My Brick? What is it called?
I don't know.
I forget what it's called.
I think it's called like Clean My Bricks or something like that.
I love it because so Bricks, like a lot of our friends like mutually are having to push that thing, and you watch the videos of that, and you know them, so you're reading their face. So like, this thing is great. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
What's really weird is I don't use a vacuum. I pretty much have. I listened to a buddy of mine, and he told me to go buy these Elf makeup brushes, and it's like a certain one that you can buy.
Oh yeah,
and it works perfect.
Dude, that's a good call.
I know you like makeup.
I've definitely seen.
I know you like makeup, Rich.
Yeah. I put a lot of makeup around in this area. This area is full.
Your beard looked a little more thicker today.
It's CGI'd.
Are you a beard balm guy? Are you like putting?
I don't know. I was at first like because everybody was there for a little bit when beards were like popular. Everybody in like you could literally scroll Instagram and every like fourth ad would be like somebody like putting some kind of beard oil in, and I was just like I didn't really believe in it. There's a barber shop near here that's like a true like old fashioned barber shop still. And they were like, yeah, if you're going to do it, use this brand. And I used that brand and it didn't really like do what I wanted it to do or do what I thought it should do. So I quit using it and I really haven't used anything for a while. And I got some more recently and I started again. But like, once again, I don't know, like maybe I'm not using enough. Maybe I'm not using, I'm using too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mine's short. Like I got like my stocking had like 2. And then there was other stuff, and then I told my wife, I'm like, "Does it look that bad? Like, what are we worried about?" Like, I don't know. Like, try it. And I'm like, I don't want to do this, and like get like a McDonald's stain across my neck. Like, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I have literally 90 jugs of it right now, so I'm gonna try it. But like, it better make my soul glow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I didn't know that it mattered unless you had like long, because it's like for the long hair to make it. Which I don't know.
Well, mine's down because we're getting out of the Christmas season. I do like nothing like yours, but
mine was down to like here, and I went to the barber shop that I was talking about, and when I went down, because I normally just shave my head. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, just shave my head and like trim my beard. And he was like, all right. Well, like he started cutting and like I wasn't paying any attention. And he showed me in the mirror and it was just like up to here, but it looked good.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, probably should have told you to like keep it as long as possible.
I don't have that problem. I just shave it every day.
Right.
He's got a 12-year-old face.
You got one blade that's lasted you like 18 months. I know what's going on.
No, more like 18 years.
Yeah,
he plucks that one chin hair every morning.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, we got Cody. What else are we working with here?
We got this Captain American Red Hulk battle.
Yeah, so this one's interesting because everybody wants that Red Hulk set that's out now. I think it's well over $100. So if people have been wanting the big fig, it's a good time to get it, I guess.
There was a lot of talk about it not being the big fig, but I don't understand why it wouldn't. And for another, I keep hearing on the other hand that all it is
geez.
recolored
It
one.
might not be. Now that you're saying it, I was looking at
It has to be.
because we've got this.
Bro, that set is 223 pieces and it's $55. It has to be.
But does it? Does it have to be? Does
It
it have to be?
Right?
But how many pieces is
300
that?
pieces for 85. I mean,
Is it 300?
this is 359
So roughly 120 pieces more.
for 85.
This does say it comes with a jet that has an opening cockpit and a
Yeah,
storage.
you're not getting all that for 55. It's going to be a freaking minifig. Yep. Because big figs usually add like I think around 20 to a set, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
So,
see, I was looking at it as it was just the recolored big fig.
dude,
Hulk.
there's no way. Yeah, it's 4 figs and a jet. That's not going to be a big fig.
I don't know, maybe not.
Shafted.
I glanced at it. I'm like, oh, good, they're doing the right thing, but I don't think so.
We'll
Lego
see.
doing the right thing, not possible.
We need to ask,
IP set, no.
We need to get Max Bod on here and figure out what's going on.
You got the release of the 3 prices from the next T-Rex sets or Jurassic Park sets, but more than likely going to have T-Rexes in them. At least 2 of those.
Yep. Yeah, I'll get them. I don't know.
Though I'm going to call it out. That $25 set's got a Raptor.
Yeah, has to.
It's gonna have
has to.
Yeah, it's gonna have that or you know.
Because I mean, even the Triceratops was like 35.
On clearance, but it's the Triceratops sets are usually like 50. So
Yeah.
because Triceratops, you know, a little bit of girth, but this 25, you're talking about raptors, like you said, or Dilophosaurus,
So Raptor and the Jeep
pterodactyl type of thing. Yeah, it's not going to be
It's going to be a transport truck and 3 baby Raptors.
Probably.
But apparently, this one's going to be for the new, I think, animated series too. And
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, which is, you know, we were talking the other night on our show, and we were saying like I thought that the Jurassic 30th was one of the waves of the year for sure. Like every
Definitely, dude. That
was
entrance with like the fabric Lego Jurassic Park like banner, that's an amazing set.
Yeah.
Well, and it was 130, and I just was like, it's gonna go on sale, it's gonna go on sale, and it never did until Black Friday, and it was like $83 at Target, and I'm like, click, finally, because I was like, I was not.
Those are the sets I'm waiting on. I've got a buddy that lives down in South Carolina, and I don't know why his Walmart does it, but his Walmart just like absolutely drops everything on clearance. Like if it's been on the shelf for 6 months, it just gets dropped. Yeah. And I bought like the T-Rex set that just came out recently, the double pack that was the Christmas double pack. He got it for like $25. Wow. So I bought one of those. And I've been waiting on for him to call me and tell me the other Jurassic Park sets, because once the 30th anniversaries are, I'll buy one of each of those. I normally don't even care about the sets. I normally just get the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I have like 6.
Yeah, but this one's no, I agree with you, but this one's different, right? Because it's the first time.
Definitely.
It's the first time we got the Jeeps ever, and the second time we ever got the Explorer, but like in a dedicated play set.
The Explorer with that diorama though, that's on point.
It is, but it was $100 paywall, right? So, but with this one, I believe it was $50. So yeah, it's like a lot. And I watch things, and so when that set came out, the Explorer itself was going for $50 all day on eBay. So yeah, you know, if you waited 10 minutes, you could have got a set with it.
Yeah,
and I think that one actually is that the one that came with Triceratops this time? I think it is.
Yes.
And with the poop. Yeah. That was a nice set. You got Goldblum in there, like good set. I think that one's been $40. But to your point, if you can snag that for like, you know, 50% off, whatever.
Any dinos that you can get for like even 35% off, you're paying just for the dinosaur at that point.
Definitely. And when you get those OG sets with the classic Jurassic Park characters, if you need to offload the figs, you could do that and probably get your set damn near free. So, yeah.
But I will say the one really cool thing that Jurassic Park has done that I don't think a lot of people think about is even with the 30th anniversary and all the old school figs, none of them have the same prints. They changed something with a lot of them.
Yeah,
Like the ones with the T-Rex breakout to where they come with the Explorer, they all are like sweating or got mud on them and all that. And then the other one that came out with the T-Rex with the main gate, I mean, they were all like normal, clean, and like, I mean, they've really done a good job of printing them all different. Whereas you just get like 50 Owens of the same exact print and outfit.
Yep. No, I agree with that. Yeah. I think that should be done like across the board, but obviously it's not. So because if you wanted to collect all the Jurassic figures, it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to do a show on that actually.
What is the most expensive Jurassic figure? I'm about to look it up.
I don't even know if there's one that's 50 unless it's like some, Comic-Con thing. Like they're all pretty. None of them are really out there that I recall.
Yeah, I think they're pretty decent.
Yeah. Like if 40 is the top one, I wouldn't be shocked. And I don't even know who it would be. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because they've ended up remaking it now. Before when just the gate was out, the big gate.
Yeah.
They might have started getting a little spicy, but I think they've made another Gold Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
What's the owner guy's name with the gray hair? They made another one. They made another one of him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But in other words, there's no more like
what's probably the most expensive.
Samuel
just because
L.
of who it is? Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's four different Goldblums. Because he's in a Jurassic World Dominion set too as an old man.
And he's also in a Toys R Us like 4-pack, I think.
Yeah.
That 4-pack might be the expensive one there.
Yeah, but that's for all four.
There's two
the dinosaurs might be more expensive than the minifigures, probably.
There's two Sam L's. One used or one new is $37, and it's the one from the gate.
Okay.
The other,
I think any of them are crazy.
The other one is $6.
From the gate?
No, it came with the T-Rex and Raptor attack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can buy it new for $7.
So we do a show on Tuesdays, usually every other Tuesdays, Figonomics, where we chart this stuff, and I can tell you, like, there's nothing else like Star Wars. I know. I'm stating the obvious, but like, we've gone through. Ninjago.
What was the most expensive Ninjago figure?
100 or 80 or something, ever, like, and that's like a mid-tier Star Wars figure, a lower, right? It's like, yeah. So if you want to get into everything, anything else, you could get it. If you're a completionist, you should just go to any other theme if that's what you want to do. Like, I guess there's some. I'm sorry, we haven't done a proper Marvel show. There's some Marvel ones that are up there because of the Comic-Con stuff, but
yeah.
And some of the big figs and stuff, but in general, yeah, like Star Wars, bad thing to get into if you're trying to be a completionist.
I think Dark Phoenix is the most expensive Marvel figure. That Comic-Con exclusive, it was like at $350 last time I checked.
Oh no, that's not even close, dude. There's if you're counting Spider-Man and stuff, like there's some that are in the thousands, dude.
A Spider-Man that's worth $1,000?
Oh yeah,
multiple thousands. The PS3 or whatever one is very.
Oh, I forgot about that. I've got one of those actually.
Shit.
I didn't even think about that. That's worth thousands.
Yeah.
That might be one.
There's something that's in the thousands. Maybe that one's 1,500. It's definitely over 1,000. That particular one, but there are some that are way higher than 350.
Jeez.
There's some DC ones too that are crazy.
Yeah.
All right. What's this thing? Barud Dar. Lord of the Rings. Don't care.
Oh yeah, that'll be the big heater this year. It will. I
think Rivendell's appreciated, but I'd be curious to see the sales numbers on that. Rivendell was our set of the year. I thought it was the best set of the year, but let's see what happens with the second act here.
So to go back to what you said, Spider-Man 4, the PS4 one, is the 5th most expensive Marvel fig.
Yeah, I was just thinking of one. What else is there?
Spider-Woman was a San Diego Comic-Con in 2013. The average price on it right now is $7,722.
Jeez.
There's a Comic-Con from 2016 of Steve Rogers as Captain America. It's at $1,582. There's a Spider-Man black symbiote costume from 2012 Comic-Con. It's $1,523. The Sheriff Deadpool from Comic-Con is $1,493. And then you got the Spider-Man at $1,448.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
out of all the ones they have, the top 9 are all Comic-Con exclusives.
Yeah, it makes sense. Short print.
After that, it's Maria Rambo in a black helmet and oxygen mask.
Yeah, find me somebody that's going to pay the asking price on that.
But that drops down. That drops down all the way to $170. Like the Green Goblin with the gold eye, that's only one. It's apparently 15.1% down right now, and it's only 150. The Spider-Man with like the what's it called, the toboggan that he pulls over his head, that's only 134.
Yeah.
Iron Patriot's at 82. Silver Centurion is down at 84.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
Marvel's definitely second to Star Wars, but
oh yeah,
still night and day.
But yeah, I think this set right here is going to surprise you. I'm not necessarily saying that the hype.
No, I mean, there's nothing it could do. I don't care. Lord of the Rings is a boring slog.
But they're worth money.
No, it's fine. I'll root for it. It's good. I'm just saying it's not for me. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy Rivendell, and I don't know if I'll buy this or not. I really wanted Rivendell, but it's just more or less of the gotta have it all mentality.
Oh yeah, no,
FOMO.
For me, it became much easier. Was it summer? It might have been 21 at this point. 22. When they did that trifecta of like horrible $500 sets, like back to back to back,
yeah,
it made it really easy for me to start sitting out. Like it was like
yep.
It's probably 22.
Well, that's one of the things that me and Drew were talking with this set coming out as a June set from October to June. I mean, if you're looking at high price points, I mean, you got the Venator, you got the Avengers Tower, you have this thing, you have Rivendell last year, you have the modular. I mean,
the Dungeons and Dragon coming out.
Yeah. We got this will be one that I think will be a really good set at a cheaper price.
Oh yeah, this is gonna crank for sure.
And it comes with 2 501st. It says it has helmet holes, but I don't know if the print will be different.
I think they're gonna throw the same ones in there that were in the battle pack recently.
Oh yeah, easily.
So it's like at this point you're kind of getting it for the back and the build, you know.
Yeah.
But you get a couple boys in there.
My question is,
it's like each fig. If you give $5 generally, which is what I do, and it's like you're getting $20 worth of figs.
Well, what's really cool about this, in my opinion, is it's come with Kelleran. Kelleran is the guy who
That's what I'm saying to get back, yeah,
he done the voice of Jar Jar.
So all it would take for this set to explode, and they're probably not going to do it, is if they just did like a minor tweak on Grogu, just put like a frog stain on his shirt,
or have him scared or something.
Anything. This thing would go next level. It's going to do well as it is, but if they did anything,
I could definitely see them giving them a scared face though, because this took place whenever Order 66 was happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it would be very easy just to throw a scared face little torso. I mean, little
1,000,000%. That's why I'm like, if they did that, if they kept the 501st the same, I mean, there's a couple things that could happen to make this thing explode. If the 501st even had a slight difference, but I just don't think they will.
No.
The thing
I don't think we never got a Kelleran before, and then Grogu had something, whatever, expression. It would go up.
The crazy thing that stands out to me in this set, or not really crazy, but the thing I look forward to is the fact that we're getting a Jedi that is new. Like, it's not Obi-Wan. It's not Luke in one of his 50 different outfits. Like, we're getting someone new. Now, mind you, it's not some kind of form
But
of
we
alien.
got a Sabine, right? So.
Don't, you're gonna get Hive started.
I will just ask for
He's gonna
Link.
come in here with like flames around his head. Yeah.
After this, we got the Lego Speed Champions. I mean, there's 2 dual packs coming out, but we don't know what cars they are yet.
Dual pack Tacoma and Ridgeline. I would buy that because I'm a huge Tacoma fan. So
I think I would like to see, and you're seeing a little bit of it. The F1, I think, already leaked, for like the big boy set. I think one of these should be an F1. I hope so.
Yeah.
What we're gonna get is a Dodge Charger and Challenger pack.
Oh my god.
Oh, with alternate colors, that'd be good.
Jeez.
I feel like, and Lego's probably going to do it like they do with most things, like 3 years too late, but they should really be pumping out anything and everything F1 right now that they can.
Not only that, they should really be dabbing in that Fast and the Furious.
Oh, 100%. Like anytime any of this comes up, we talk about the Supra. Like, dude, give us the Supra.
Dude, that could be those $50 right there. Supra and Eclipse, bro.
Oh, dude,
Supra and Eclipse, done deal.
It would be over.
I've got.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the orange. I'm not talking about the movie one, not the one we just got.
Yeah. The orange one.
Yep.
Because I've got
true story. Here's a funny sidebar story about that. Swear to God, God's honest truth. My grandmother. Now I'm old, but my grandmother had that car. Not orange and no NOS, none of that shit. She just decided, late life crisis, it wasn't even midlife, that she wanted to have a Supra. I don't know where she got the idea. I wish she was still around and I'd really grill her on it. She bought a Supra and it was that model. And there was no racing strike. It just looked like a normie car, but under the hood, it was a monster. And I was around that age, 15, 16, getting a license, sweating it, think it was the greatest car ever. Wouldn't let me touch it. I started with what did I have? Camry or Corolla, whatever.
I had a Camry.
I had a Camry with the dual 260 air conditioning where you had to roll down both windows at 60 miles an hour to get some AC. And, anyway, prom night, I didn't even ask. She's like, "You want to pick up your girl in this?" And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I do." And we made it home. No nicks, no scratches. That's not the point of the story. But how crazy is it? Fast forward, I think 2 or 3 years later, when the movie came out, that was like the most Haas car in the thing that most people talk about. And I'm like, my grandmother had that Supra, and it wasn't orange, and there was no nitro, but it was like she had that. How crazy is that? And
dude, it wasn't as cool as the Supra, and I think it's as cool in the Supra as in a different sense. So I'm 34, so I think me and you are technically a little bit around the same age, right?
I'm old as shit.
We
no, you're not close.
I think I'm probably in the middle of you and CC, probably.
When I was growing up, I remember my mom having this car, and she basically got rid of it because of safety in it. And I asked her one day, I was like, I just thought it was a red Camaro, but she literally had like a 91 or a 92 Z28 like Targa top car or top car.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, I got rid of it because the dash came to a point," and she was like, "I was scared if we ever got in a wreck, your head would just hit the dash." And I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "That could have been my car now."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, but with Speed Champs, I think as long as in this wave, whether it's Supra, it's the dream, right? But if I want them to continue doing things that are accessible and pop culture-y, and you know what I mean? Like, they need to keep doing that, because if they want to draw normies in, because I think the supercars are great, whatever, it happens.
Well, the thing that's weird though is the supercars they're grabbing, the supercars they're grabbing aren't necessarily. So I'm a car guy. Gene's a car guy. The supercars and the cars they're grabbing aren't things that we care about.
Right.
And like they also going back to what you said, that's a perfect example, dude. If they would, I mean, you got like dude, Kit. If they would give us another like Speed Champions DeLorean from Back to the Future, I mean, dude, that's so easy. That $25-$30 set would draw in so many people, dude. Think about it. A $55 set, you get the DeLorean and the Tacoma.
It'd be awesome,
dude. Done.
The issue for me with Speed Champs right now is like, I see, like, you know, we all roam the aisles and you see like cool kids buying those, and I think if they start pricing them out, you know, it's just not. It's a mistake. You know, like I always thought it was cool that they were 20 and they were kind of lost leaders or whatever, because this is going to draw people in. Like it was the perfect. It still is. 27 is not like outrageous, but it was such a gateway drug to get people into the hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
somebody, I guarantee without even knowing,
this is a really
plus
weird
people who bought a $20 Speed Champ who ended up getting the Porsche 911, who worked their way all the way up to the Technic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you
got to keep these gateway drugs available. You know?
This is going to be like a really like, I don't know that people are going to agree with me, but the reason why I'm okay with paying like the $26 for this set, $27 for these sets are simply because the car to me is worth $20, but having those minifigs that are like set specific to where they have on like a race suit that's named Porsche or McLaren or something like that to me is worth that extra $6. So like I don't necessarily.
You're gonna wait till it's 20 on sale. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But my thing is it really?
Is it really worth a $7 fig?
Like in this last wave, I'll get the last wave, right? They took what is it, a Dark Horse or whatever? They took a Mustang that's, you know,
I didn't buy any
that
of
is accessible for people. I think the accessible cars are the way to go on this. Like, you know, these $300,000 million concept cars is like, sure, but I feel like, you know, delving into stuff that's like people could actually have or do have.
Well, that's what I was about to say. A lot of people in the car game spend big money on cars that they actually own. Like, you know, having, you know, if you have a Camaro, you can buy a little Camaro that matches yours. Dude, that's a no-brainer.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And they'll do it in every scale, and they'll get a Camaro shirt and a hat and exactly.
I don't know if you can see. I mean, like right here on this shelf, I have 6 Porsche 911s.
Yeah.
Did you get the brick built one?
Yeah.
Dude, my girlfriend just got me that for Christmas, dude. I'm stoked about that.
Don't you dare build the Targa top.
Dude, no, I'm not.
Oh, you got to go Targa.
Hey, Drew, if you build the Targa, I've got an extra one in that closet right there that hasn't been opened. Actually, I may have 2 in the closet.
Yeah, but the Speed Champions, I definitely agree. I just wish that, and this is once again like an odd opinion, I wish they would come with some little side build. Like just something small. Throw a guy in there that's got like remember the old school dollies they had with like you could just stack tires on, that would come with like all the Octane racers.
Are you talking about for Speed Champions or the big builds?
I'm talking about for Speed Champions.
Okay.
Well, they did it with
but...
the Mini Cooper. You know, they had the 2-pack of Mini Coopers. They had the Baja Cooper and the regular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also had the video game for that. So there's probably ties.
Well, I mean, even with the Dodge, like the Dodge Charger and Challenger came with the drag lights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it would just be cool to get something other than just the car.
Yep. I liked all those pit stop sets and stuff, you know, that missed out on. Like those are really cool. So I agree. Like if one of these two, which if we're looking at piece counts, I'm wondering, the price is too generous. But it'd be interesting if like 76924 was something that came with that little bit of extra, you know?
Yeah. Or
if one of those are going to be an F1 car, it's definitely going to be the smaller piece one.
Yeah, for sure.
Whiskey said that we need to get some speed champ size trucks.
Yeah,
They
are
have
they going to
some.
be in the 6 or the 8?
They don't have a truck.
They do. I have the Bronco,
Yeah, but that's the
Baja.
the Baja
version.
Bronco. Yeah.
All right, if you don't want to count it, but I'm just
It's
I mean,
still
like an
big.
actual truck, something with a bed. Something with a bed.
all right.
I mean-
I'm sorry. You gave the right vernacular there. You said a truck. I mean, that's different.
Technically,
All
a
right, or a truck. All right.
Bronco's an SUV. Come on now.
Technically, the Bronco does have a bed in theory sometimes.
I mean, technically, the Bronco is just a bigger Jeep Wrangler, but we won't go there.
No, dude, it's what's that not Super Chevy Suburban. It's a
he's
smaller
pushing.
version of that.
He's pushing for comment.
Sean, Gene owns a brand new Bronco, so anytime we can low blow him, we low blow him.
Gene, I'm going to be joining you soon, dude. I think they're
Are
fantastic.
you? What you getting?
I'm still looking at packages. Definitely has to be a 4-door. I got the kiddos and stuff, but
Do you do any off-roading?
no, hell no. I just think it's cool looking. To be honest,
Then go ahead and get a Windstar minivan or something.
hey, settle down. I'm not dead yet. All right, Gene. I'm a former, I'm a former Ridgeline boy, so it's my next move.
He's dipping his toes.
Off-roading. I mean, I was like, why would I off?
If you're looking for looks and you're looking for streetable only, go ahead and get the Outer Banks. This is more the luxury look.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at like one of the first couple tiers. I'm not gonna go nuts. I do want like the Area 51 or like that mint green. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm not trying to be a hard ass with them. I'm never buying black again, by the way.
No,
Oh yeah, no.
you do
that's
not own a
terrible
black
decision.
car.
Yeah.
No.
My Ridge was the HPD with all the shit. I had gold rims inside. Like it was my last. Like, stupid.
And you went with the black instead of that red to make it look like Iron Man?
That's what they had. I wasn't too particular. Like I got it when it like first came out and whatever. We did a 2-car deal same day. It was glorious. I love buying cars. I do it for sport. I do it for friends. Like they've never seen the likes of me in there. It's fantastic.
So Sean, I'll tell you, I'm real particular with my Bronco.
Yes, sir.
I've had it for 15 months and it's been washed twice.
There you go. What color do you have, sir?
Hot pepper red.
All right, there you go.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
Hot pepper red.
Beautiful. I mean, like, look,
if
if the right deal comes up when it's time, it's probably going to be April. We'll see. If it's red, it's red. I'm not buying black ever again. I don't care. They give it to me for 50%. We'd do that.
I was gonna say, what about 10 grand off?
I mean, hell, you already know, Gene. If you can get something at sticker nowadays, it's a hell of a deal. But
show up here in Winston, I can get you a sticker on any Bronco you want.
Where are you at?
He lives in Asheville.
I'm in Asheville.
We're in
Come
Winston.
to Winston. Get it from Parkway Ford. I'll hook you up with my dealer.
All right,
He just sold a Raptor at sticker last week.
Hey, if we're gonna, even that's out of my, I don't care about that, but that's interesting because what are they supposed to be 80 or 90 and they're going for like 120, 130? It's nuts.
Oh yeah.
A Raptor typical configuration is about 85.
That's what I'm saying. Most of them are going for like 110, or they're asking that at least. I don't know if they're getting it.
Crazy.
All right. What else we got? Speed champs.
Don't care about that.
Okay, this is the biggest heater of the last several months. Are you kidding me, dude? Stitch straight up.
It's gonna fly off the shelves, but I just don't care for it.
Oh, I know. I guess that. But like, look, dude. I'm not even the biggest Stitch guy, but I will say from the buildable figures that we've seen as of late, this one,
yes,
like this
they
one
didn't
this one's
massacre
straight up.
my boy.
That right there is what kills me, though. The sticker pattern for like the flowers, and then the bottom of his teeth. I don't know why they just didn't put the diamond shape or the pyramids that's in the top. That kills me, and I don't know why.
good eye. And I do wish, and as soon as this came out, I went to the back of the box. Do you have more shots of this?
No, I just screenshot the front
Okay.
one.
Probably like you, I was like, looking at the back furiously to say like, okay, can we get just the straight up OG version if we wanted to do that? And they don't offer that. It's got to be some variant of the Hawaiian version. And I'm just like, I mean, like, look, what could we do? We could take the flour out of the head.
Yeah.
Take the ice cream out probably, and probably get some of that blue to just make them. I mean, like, look how he appears on the bottom of the box, dude. That's what we want.
Right? It looks like they literally took Lilo and mixed them together. So just have both. Make them a little smaller.
It's Stilch now. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's Stilch.
Stilch.
Like, I mean, I totally agree with those.
It's a friggin' heater, though. I mean, like, facially, and did you see the ears go up and down too?
Yeah.
It's a lot more posable than what we've gotten. Also,
this thing it's a flamethrower, dude. Even with all this dumb shit on it, I'm getting it either way. But
I'm wondering what color is underneath that orange shirt though. Like, it's gonna be.
Let's not get crazy.
It's gonna be filler, so like I wonder exactly what it would look like, because right here you can tell it's over.
Oh, you mean like under where they do like the gobbledygook rainbow stuff?
Yeah, like I'm wondering if you can peel it off and it just be like somewhat blue.
Yeah, they're not going to be generous and give us that blue underneath. I know what you're saying.
It's gonna be purple.
Yep. Next up, we got this massive, which price point per piece?
Great.
It's not bad at all.
No, I love it. I for again, not for me, but I love that this is happening because. Sure, all of us have a D&D nerd in our lives, and
I don't.
Oh,
really?
No, I've never played.
I'm not saying
not
you.
You
have a friend who is.
Yeah. I definitely have some friends.
I'm saying in our lives, I've never played the game, or else I'd be excited about it. But like I'm like, good for you guys. It's not for me though.
My thing about this is, and I know that the pieces are a little bit off, but man, that Lion Knight's castle was damn near perfect. And this is up there in price, and I have a feeling a lot of the money is gonna come from that dragon part. That brick built dragon that we're gonna get, a lot of the money is gonna be for him.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, look, I'll wait to this one.
So I got a hot take for you.
I'm more interested in this one than the Lord of the Rings one for sure. Like if this one comes out and it's a heater, like I'll definitely get it. But like I'm kind of hoping I don't like it because I don't want to drop it. I mean, like the Lion Knights, dude. I held out, and you saw that Black Friday deal. That's when I finally got in there.
Oh, bro, I was at Brick Fair 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago when that thing released, and I went Lego morning and bought that. The release date at Brick Fair, I bought.
Oh, for. And again, that's one of those ones that even if you paid $400, dude, I'm like, it's an all-time classic. But anyway,
it was more. I mean, you got to think that I was at the time building the mock for the castle, so it was perfect, like leadway.
Oh, sure. Look, you can lie to yourself and give all these excuses. You don't have to do that. You wanted the set, you bought the set.
Definitely.
You need to rationalize with us.
Yeah. I mean, here's my hot take about this set, though. Right, so it's definitely a medieval set.
Yeah,
we've been hinted that we're getting another goat in a medieval set. What do you say that since this is at this price point, they throw that goat in here?
No one's gonna give a shit. We just got one in the CMF.
But
we're gonna get it in the medieval village that was already leaked. So
that's what I'm saying. But I wonder if this has.
If they gave us like a gold goat or a goat dragon hybrid, sure, let's talk.
Well, I mean, we got a dragon hybrid.
Tell me they're gonna put a
dragon
donkey thing? Like
we got a dragon donkey hybrid in the Shrek. I mean, come on now.
There's no Shrek.
We're getting a Shrek set. It didn't happen. You don't think so?
I already know so. I've talked to Ashen Flash. It got denied. He's going to try it again this year.
Huh?
He's the one who came up with it. All right.
This set makes no sense to me. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. I won't buy it.
It's 3 years later. They haven't had a double-decker bus, and they're like, you know what? Let's do a big bright red set that'll last 5 years.
Yeah.
and base it on London, and it'll do okay. That's what this is.
London, old Greg from London's calling will be all over it, and then it'll be done.
They made this specifically for Greg.
This is another one that doesn't do anything for me. I don't.
I'll wait to see it, but probably not for me.
The Harry Potter leaks.
I'm not that into Harry Potter.
I mean, like I said, I like Harry Potter. I've bought all the first wave. I ended up selling them to Gene, but I bought the whole entire first wave.
And I promptly parted them out and sold them.
Damn. I know Brent, co-host, that's his whale, is he wants to get all of the first wave again.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because he had them like real time, back in the day, and he had I don't know I forget what this exact story was. Mom sold him when he was away, or one of those sad tragedies.
y'all were talking on the show. I think it was last week, maybe. But y'all were talking about white whales, and I posted a video or a reel, and it's been getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people on there keep telling me that, like, apparently the definition of a white whale, for one, is very askew, because like a white whale to me isn't necessarily something that's hard to find. It's just something that you want extremely bad, like it's top tier on your
no, I agree. I mean, usually 9 times out of 10 it's like price prohibitive is what a white whale is,
Yeah. And mine was the AT-AT, but I snagged it.
The UCS.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And next up,
Any of it qualifies. Like for me, like, all right, look, here's what's stupid. You heard the show. My white whale is still the Ewok village, which is crazy to some. So like, why wouldn't you want And you can get one new in box, roughly 700 right now, right? And I'm sitting here going like, oh man, I really want that. And then I keep looking over here, and I'm like,
at the $3,000 that you spent,
right, or whatever over the past, certainly Black Friday to present or was gifted, and I'm like, I could take a quarter of that stack and get that. Why am I not doing
that? Right?
So like
but I feel like I want the right deal. Like here's the thing about white whales though. If you were around real time when it was out or reasonable, Brick World last year, guy had it at the garage sale, $550 cash.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm not doing it till I get that deal. I know it's possible. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
My thing is when it becomes when I consider one of my white whales is just a set that's really hard to find, the money portion of it doesn't bother me as much as I want there to be a cool story behind how I got it.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
So the Firehouse was mine. The Ghostbuster Firehouse was my number one. And I wanted it. Down there in Asheville, that store in the mall that like
terrible. Brickville.
So yeah. So here's a quick story that not
You've
a
been
lot
there
of people know.
in the last. I just went, dude. It's gonna close soon. I fear.
So I walked in there. They weren't open, but maybe like 3 or 4 days. Heard about it. We needed to go to Asheville anyway. Drove down there, went to the mall, saw it sitting there, and was like, I told my wife, I was like, I'm buying it. And she was like, well, you don't really have a cool story behind this, though. And I was like, but I'm buying it. It was my only, it's the first time I had ever seen it for sale in person other than at a convention where it was marked up $600.
So what were they asking?
He was asking $8. So I agreed.
That's market price, yeah.
So I agreed, and I was like, no problem. It was already built. And he was like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if all the pieces are there. So why don't you go ahead and give me the $800? You give me your address and I'll ship it to you once I get all the pieces together. And I was like, no. I was like, you're insane for that.
First of all, he's like, it's missing pieces. You're like, I'm bearded Bricks, MRFer. I got this at home. Don't worry about it. I hope you took that knowledge and knocked off 100. What'd you do?
Well, I asked him straight up. I was like, if you're telling me the pieces aren't there, what's the deal you'll give me knowing that all the pieces aren't there? And he's like, I'm not sure because I have to go in the back and find out what pieces are missing. I was like, what do you mean you have to go in the back? I was like, the set is sitting right here. So he takes me in the back to this like conveyor system they have on the wall of like all these sets that are technically out on display that not all the pieces are there. And I was like, let's just start over. What do you want for that set right now? How it sits, knowing not all the pieces are there. And he was like, you got to let me find all the pieces. He was like, that's why I'm asking you to pay me the money today and give me your address. And then, because Asheville's about an hour and a half from me. And he was like, and whenever you
asking you for a loan, were the figs all around?
No, that was one of the things that was missing. Rich was missing, and his helmet was there, his hat was there, but he was missing. And then I think Slimer was the other one that was missing. The random colored ghosts were there, but Slimer was missing. And I immediately was like, dude, I'll make you a deal. I was like, I'll give you $550 for what you got right now. And he was like, not doing it. He's like, I need the $800. And I was like, okay. So I walked away. I told this story to the lug I'm in. One of the guys in my lug was like, what did it come with? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, dude, I have the entire set right now. Just took it apart the other day, inventoried with the Ecto 1 and the other 4 figures. I'll give it all to you right now for $650. I said, done, send it. So I bought it immediately. So it was good that the Brickville thing didn't work out. It was good. But like, I want a cool story behind my white whales. The AT-AT I got for $100. Done.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I used all my Lego inside.
Oh, okay. By the way,
in theory, it cost me $15,000.
Exactly. Well, that's my story with it too. I think I'm at 6 something. But here's the dilemma. And I'm sure you wrestled with that too. I have seen in Marketplace or eBay or whatever, especially before the price hike, and even now, you can get one for like $7 in cash. Right, so it's like, do I build all the way up to the 850 or do I just do 7 in cash?
Well, here was my go-to on that, or my rebuttal to all of that is it sounds dumb because the money is, even in Insider Points, the money is there. So if you spend the 700 somewhere else, you're still coming out of pocket that cash technically.
Fair enough.
But mine was, I saw
you're gonna spend it anyway. Like for me, I could be like, I can get the Avengers Tower and something else, right?
I saw the opportunity to make the content, and a year ago I had promised that I was going to get that AT-AT for free. And like I said, the AT-AT, like 3 Pick-a-Brick cups and 2 of those minifigures packs cost me $100. So I took it. Also, what helped out a lot was I won a best mock at a show last year, and they gave me $100 gift card. And it was cool that I got to use. She asked me what I was going to use the gift card for, and I told her it was like the AT-AT. So it was like a joint venture of right place, right time type thing.
So on the white whale thing, I got one of mine over the summer, like crazy deal. So the airport shuttle, legendary set. Like ever since I got into the hobby, I somehow saw that. I'm a Disney guy. I'm a monorail guy, whatever. I saw that. And, new in box, you can go look it up. They're 10, 12, 15, whatever. 1,000. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to go on the mission, which it's an old as shit set. So
are you talking about 6399?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna start seeing yellowing and incomplete and stickers, the whole nightmare of a pre-owned set. Which, by the way, I want to make an announcement right now. I do not want to buy pre-owned sets ever again, because guys are gross and they have like dick hands and they touch. Like we all know how gross we are. I'm not doing it again. That being said, there's some exceptions. When something's like 12,000 new, it's like, well, you got to suck it up.
I was about to say, right now there's one on Bricklink, brand new, sealed for 4,800.
Okay. So either way, 5,000 might as well be 10,000. It's like, I'm not paying that, right?
Yeah.
I go on to eBay and I hit my bonus for work. I got a little bit of change and I'm like, I'm doing it. It's happening. And even if it's bad, whatever, I'll swap it out. It'll be a project, whatever. This guy had a listing for $1,300. It was used, but he's like, it's in pristine condition and the pictures look great. Everything's good. And I even sidebarred him, and I'm DMing him and I'm like, nah, man, like really, let me see the butthole on that thing. Like, I want to see like really what we're working with here. And he's like, there it is. It's great, whatever. And I forget exactly how it happened, but he's like, it really kills me to let it go because I'd be down to one more. Now, I took that as like that's a little weird. You're saying you got 2 of them. What does that mean? And he's like, I've got another one that's in even better shape than this, but I'm gonna have to ask like $2,000 on it. And I'm like, nah, man, whatever, show it to me. And this thing, he's kept it like in a bubble, like he like bubble wrapped. The sticker placement was flawless, like really zoomed in, Jang level review of this thing he gave me on the side. And I'm like, oh God, that is perfect. If you're gonna get an open set, like it's perfect.
Yeah.
Throughout this conversation of courting this guy over his shuttle, out of nowhere, I swear to God, he's like, I'm at 2, and I think I got him down like 18 or 17 on the really good one, and whatever, it fell off. A week later, some amount of days later, he writes me back, and he's like, I really love your passion for this and the fact that you asked me about it, and I haven't sold either one. And he gave me the sob story of he's out of money, whatever. And he's like, do it on this listing. I promise I'll send you the right one, and I'll mark the 1,200 down to 800. And similar to you, I had 300 or 400 in gift cards. I did eBay gift cards that year for Christmas, and I'm like, well, got buyer protection, YOLO, let's run it. It was a bizarre story, but I was like, I've never worried that much about eBay. Even when some people are like, oh, it's too good to be true. I've hit on so many of those that the 2 or 3 out of 10 that don't work out, it's worth it most times. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, run it. And I tell you, this thing was treated like a baby. I mean, when it got there, there was bubble wrap over, but it looked like the box was almost like a fridge is exaggerating, but it was like gigantic. It looked like a UCS set wrap on this set.
Dang.
And this thing, there wasn't the track. The only thing that had happened, and he told me that, but I was like, whatever, internet guy. He literally took the cars out, the monorail itself, and placed the stickers and put it back. And I was like, there's no way. The tracks, which they're all yellowed as shit now, minty fresh. And I was like, oh my God.
Dang.
It was, to me, that was my greatest like white whale ever pickup. And there's the story behind it, because it was weird. We started on one that was pretty good, and I almost pulled the trigger, and he fucked around and mentioned he had another one.
That was that fishing scheme, is all that was.
Maybe, but he ended up selling it to me for 400 less than the first one that was lower quality at the end of the day, for whatever reason. I don't care. And it ended up working out. He's like, the amount of interest you've showed in this, and I want someone to have it. I'm getting out of the hobby. And he's like, and he even said stuff like, promise me you're not going to be selling it. I'm like, no, man, this is going right in the collection. Like, I'm just not going anywhere.
I have something very, very similar to that going on right now. I mentioned last year at Brick Fair that my other than the AT-AT, because it was, yes, it's technically it was like a white whale, if you want to call it that, but it was still obtainable. I want the Black Pearl.
Oh yeah.
And I've got a buddy that was like, let me get home and check. And he went home, he's showed me pictures, he's got it ready, and he was like, can you wait till Brick Fair next year? And I was like, yeah, but what do you want for it? And he's like, I'm going to tell you this. He's like, I want you to see the pieces first. He's like, I want you to see the sales. I want you to see the minifigs. And he was like, I'm going to give you a price that you can't deny. And a brand new one, you're looking at spending like $1,000 on Bricklink. Used are around 5 to 6. And he told me that he's going to beat Bricklink prices. So I'm pretty sure no matter what, I'm just taking it home with me. So after that, the only thing I'll need is Queen Anne's Revenge, and I will have all the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
I've been faced with both of those, and I'm like, I go back and forth of which one I would like better, if I ever got a deal. It's very hard to choose. Like Queen Anne's, I read is fire, but like, how do you like pearls?
The Black Pearl, I think, is if I had to pick one of them, I would pick the Pearl. Pearl's just the OG. Like
They're
it's
both
the
like dusty. You know, that's the only thing.
I mean, it's something that will. I think it's a Lego set we'll never see again.
Oh, for sure. With Depp doing his weird stuff, yeah, it's over.
It's definitely a.
All right, Harry Potter next. This is the longest review. I like it.
Right. Well, sadly, I got to head out because I got to wake up early for work. So it was nice to meet you over the internet, Sean, and always good talking to you, Rich and Gene. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
You
will-
too. Have a good one, Drew.
Likewise, Drew.
I'll see you
We'll
guys.
see you Sunday.
And it sounds good. I'll see you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. This is the weirdest set that I think we're gonna get ever. This is so odd to me. You want to know why this is odd to me to the most? It has almost like 700 more pieces than Grogu. And this is a cat that comes with I don't like, does it come with a litter box? Like,
It's got a food bowl.
but this is just a made up pick though. Like,
Yeah.
Is that a dead fish carcass there? Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, we'll see what it looks like.
I'm sorry.
It's not for me. I don't care. I generally don't like. I put this in the household objects category. You know, like I don't care.
You're not gonna buy a flower pot?
No,
So does that mean you're against the botanical sets?
I'm not against them. I'm just worn out on them. I bought, the first handful for my wife and for the house and whatever, but I'm kind of like, okay, we're good.
Those roses look good.
I did break my own rule though. I did pick up the Polaroid the other day. Kind of a household object, but I just think it's like, I just think it's like a really good looking set. And so I was like, all right. we'll do
That's
that.
like, so we were actually talking about that earlier. For today to be only the 3rd of January, like, us being all over the internet, we're going to see like everybody displaying, everybody building. I've seen more people with that Polaroid camera than I have anything.
And I, not to toot horns, but on our last show Thursday,
Toot.
we were going through everything, and you probably felt it too. Brix was like, "This is probably the weakest Jan 1st release in quite some time," and I was like, "Let's pick out the heaters. Like, what do we think is going to be the most coveted
Yeah.
ever?" Because there weren't any clear ones besides the box of boys, right? Like besides.
But
Everyone's
that's what's
going out
weird though. Right now, there's the box of boys are not being shown online. The Polaroid is.
That's what I'm saying. And I was like, all right. So box of boys, day one, most places cleared out. Lego store, Walmart, Targs, whatever. And I was like, but what's the one that's like, really gonna draw it in? Because there's no
Sleeper.
modular. You saw, everything was lacking. And I thought about the space we're in, and we've got content creators out there. And I'm like, what is the most photogenic, will look good in a thumbnail, will look good on a post? And I'm like, holy shit, it's this Polaroid. And so for that reason, and for the reason, I do think there's general sort of sex appeal on that set because it's white, it's got rainbow, it's just, and it's awesome. It's got a great pleat. You know what I mean? It like ticked the boxes. And I'm like, okay, this is a triple crown type of thing. I'm like, not so hot take. Polaroid's going to be the big winner out of this wave or this release. So it just,
So you think the little,
it was clear as
you
day.
think the little 35 millimeter is going to follow it?
I think that was the best value set, and it's not even close. I think I've actually had that in hand, that 35 for $20. That's probably there's 2 screamer deals in this wave. It's that one and the $20 space set are freaking phenomenal. That $20 little fighter or whatever it is, the little, not the 4+, but the other one.
Dude, I'll call you. I'll raise you one on that. You know what I think's a bigger heater than that?
What's that?
The space polybag.
A good one too. Yeah, for sure.
That $5 set is gonna fly.
The other again, the shows blend together, but maybe 2-3 weeks ago, we did the sort by coming soon deal, right? and we go high to low on price, and you know how you can like 100 and up or whatever the filters are on Lego.com. We got to the second page, might have been the third, and I just did the quick math, and it was something like 70 or 80% of the January waves or sets. I keep saying waves. January 1st releases were 30. I'm going back and forth. It was 30 or $40 or less. In other words, they went real heavy on the low boys this time. And I'm going through there, and you guys have all experienced the same thing. These 3-in-1s, like they did really, really well on the low end. So I'm like, all right, I shouldn't have said this was a shitty Jan 1st. There just wasn't any marquee stuff, but on the low end, there is some great stuff on the low end, and I'm hoping it's because they learned their lesson of trying to go too aggressive, summer of 22. It was like the summer of madness with the price hikes and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I think the most underrated.
It's really, really good to see that being on the low end. But this is what I'm gonna hate is if we got that on the low end, and then on the high end we got stuff like the Avengers Tower. The filler that's in the middle, I think, is going to get like that X-Jet. It's too high for what it is. Like they can't say they're giving us a good price on a good set for $30, but then they're going to turn around and give us a $40 set for $85.
Yeah. So the X-Jet, my take on that is like, I think that was one of those things that was on the cusp of not getting made at all. And so what they're doing is they're going to overprice it, and they do this with a lot of stuff. They're going to overprice it, get a certain amount of buys on that from the diehards and the freaks and the whatever, and their real target price on that is probably more like 60, and everybody's saying that it should be 40. I understand it.
I can see it being 55, 60, definitely.
Okay, all right, you get what I'm saying. But to your point, 40 on a deal, I get what you're saying.
Just like I said on y'all show, though, I still stand my ground that I think that the reason why it's so high is because they've came out, it's released. All the people that are the X-Men fans have already bought it. Once it starts to die down in 2 or 3 months because these people have passed, they drop that X-Mansion.
Oh yeah.
Now you've got another wave of
that take. Yes.
Now you've got another wave of people buying $85 sets. Now, and by the time it retires, or not, I'm not going to say retires. By the time it hits clearance in a lot of these stores, you've already sold 60%.
60% at the 85, exactly. Yeah. And so I think when they're putting these things out, the price elasticity and sort of the blended margin on this is what they're going for there for sure.
I definitely think that they find what a good clearance price is and get their medium somewhere from there.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, they've got to. Lego is not a dumb brand.
But to me, this was like Grievous Starfighter aside, like the most obvious case of that I've ever seen. I mean, this one isn't even actually. I take that back. The dumbest one was the Hoopty, like because nobody. Like at least
nobody wanted that.
What's that?
Nobody wanted that. There was no reason for that. Like that set could have not been made.
At least X-Men 97, overpriced as it is going to bring some noise to the yard. Hoopty had nobody pining for that whatsoever. Which of course I bought it because it was 40% off it. Right. Because I happen to think I really like the chrome pieces and all that stuff with it, and I'm kind of I love getting the bad. Usually I don't pay full price with the X-Jet. I've seen so many reviews on it, and I know it's dumb, but I was like, I had a bunch of gift cards. I'm like, let's run it.
So here's my big thing to the side, like because I love watching y'all show. Don't get me wrong. Here's my opposite opinion on that. I come from a totally different world. I was the guy that had to go out and buy every Lego set until I really got huge into mocking. And now the Lego sets to me, even though I buy a bunch of them, they don't make sense. That's $85 set right there. Now, mind you, you're still going to have to go buy the minifigs. There's someone out there that's selling instructions that for $120, it'll make that thing look like it's a piece of trash. Oh, yeah. And I'm in it for the minifig. Like, So if I bought that set right now, here's a perfect example. Bad Batch Shuttle. All right. I didn't jump on the Bad Batch Shuttle when it came out. When it first hit that first little clearance and went from like 100 to like, I think it was like $79, $80. I didn't jump on it. I wanted the minifigs out of it. And there's been a couple instances where Gene owns a Bricklink store. So I'm like, Gene, find out what this set is worth for what you're going to sell it for. Tell me what the minifigs are. I'll buy the set, you buy the set and I'll just buy the minifigs from you. And that's pretty much the deal that we had made. Now, what stopped me from what stopped me and what made me buy the set was, have you ever heard of I don't know how big you are into like looking at people that mocking and all that, but have you ever heard of Two Bricks? So Two Bricks is really big into Star Wars sets. And if for instance, he has a Ghost that's as big as the Millennium Falcon. And he built a Bad Batch shuttle. And I asked him, I said, before I go buy this shuttle and not get just the minifigs, I was like, how will the pieces in here work with your mock? And he said, buy it because I use like 80% of the pieces that are in there. So I bought it at a clearance price for the minifigs and to have those pieces for that mock.
Yeah.
So I look at things a little bit different, but
for sure. Yeah. I respect mocks and what you guys are doing out there. It's just I don't have the bandwidth. It's like I can't even wrap my head around it. Like I sincerely think it's fantastic, but for me, I'm like, I want to buy this set, do the instructions.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely, like I said,
I'm also like really, for being an older guy, I'm really young in this. So like, I think one day I'll probably aspire to do that stuff. It just had that particular, vibe of the fandom hasn't hit me yet.
It's extremely nice and I really think that mocking has made me appreciate the fact that you can sit down, crack a box open, and just follow some instructions and it be simple. So I'm not going to say 90. I'm going to say 75% of all the sets I build are like Brickmania stuff.
Yeah.
So the instructions are still there, but it's not easily laid out as well as Lego are. And when it comes to Brickmania stuff, like I'm not going to build a little car that has maybe 100 pieces. Like right now, I'm putting together something called the Skytrain, and it's 2,400 pieces. I mean, I got the bomber back here. That was like 4,000 and something pieces.
2,400 pieces. What is that? Like $500?
I don't know actually what I got in it because I was really smart. And when I started doing these Brickmania kits, like all these tanks and stuff, I realized that one of the things that they took, like they use the 2x2 tiles a lot. They use the 2x2 curved slopes a lot. So I went to Lego Pick a Brick and was buying them by the 1,000.
Gotcha.
So when I go to
mock the Brickmania thing.
So I buy the instructions from him.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like
I misunderstood. Okay.
The B-17 is the only one I know for a fact. If you were to buy that when it came out, I think that knowing all the pieces and like I said, like Gene's a really good friend of mine and he owns a Bricklink store. I've got a couple of friends that own Bricklink stores. So I have them look out for certain things or certain pieces. I think that B-17 bomber from Brickmania, if I'm not mistaken, is $2,000. Yeah. And I think I have like 4 to 5 in it. On this Skytrain, I know the Skytrain's $1,000 set from them, but now what you're not getting is the minifigs that are exclusive to their set.
Yeah.
But I think I'll have somewhere around like 250-ish in the Skytrain.
In $1,000 set. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
And it's, if you're a size person, like the girth of it is just, I mean, you're a Lego set that size. I mean, the wingspan of the bomber is bigger than the Millennium Falcon.
Damn.
So it's, you're doing work.
No, I get it. I think, like I said, I think everything the mockers are doing is fantastic. I haven't myself gotten into it, but I respect it for sure.
I will tell you that when everybody, and I know that you're not this type of way, you understand the analytics of the money and you have to wait to pull the trigger on some things just because it makes sense. But I tell people all the time that anytime if you see like the Avengers Tower and you're like, man, $500 is way too much for that. You don't need to be a mocker. Like, you just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, people joke all the time, and I really don't know the number. I don't know, but I'm gonna say on the high end of it, I probably have 15 grand in the castle. Easily.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, even if you look at it per piece with minifig, I mean, you're talking what, 150,000 pieces at $15,000. You're paying less than 10 cents a piece.
Yeah. Right, and that's lower than the sex jet, right? So
yeah,
I totally. No, I get what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. So the funny thing is how we look at it differently. You talk about the Avenger Tower. It's $500 set, but the minifigures part out at $700.
Wow. Yeah. What's driving that? Is it the what's
Vision?
The Vision? Yeah.
The minute he put the minifigs up, Vision sold.
Oh yeah. Yep. Makes sense.
They're all worth it.
Yep. No, it makes sense.
After the cat, we have a couple of brick heads, but other than that, that's it.
Yeah.
I think this is a really cool one. All the other ones I really don't care much for. And they're throwing another Stitch in there, and the Stitch isn't clothed in this one. So
yeah, it's hard to like if this came out by itself without the other buildable figure version,
I think that it would have been smart for them to, and they might. I don't know when the release date for both of those is, but I do think they need to drop those at a different time.
Yeah, I agree.
They need to let the hype of they need to drop that brickhead to build the hype of the other.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if that came out, what is this, March stuff or whatever, and then put that out in May, that'd be the right way to do it. Like, you're gonna get a couple people who buy both, but like realistically, it's like, yeah, I feel like shirt aside, everyone's gonna get the
so just out of curiosity, you take that Hawaiian shirt off. Do you think they're gonna drop another one that doesn't have a shirt, just like they did the Groot and the Venomized Groot?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Nope. I think people, I like to picture what's going on in the home office and these conversations in boardrooms and all this stuff. And I think there was a choice, like, do we do this at 50? And they're like, I think we can get more out of it. Throw an outfit on them. And I think that's what happened.
I mean, it'll be a big sale when it drops.
Oh, 1,000,000%. This thing's it's gonna crank. I think it's gonna be like mini Disney Castle sold out for 1,000,000 years kind of thing. But no, but I think it's gonna do really well.
I had no idea that Mini Castle was gonna do that.
We all did. I mean, whenever you can smash like a couple fandoms together, it's gonna work out. Like, it's like Disney, it's the 50th, you got Castle people. Like when it touches a lot of different niches, like, it's gonna do well. And sometimes it just takes one, and it's the right thing to do it.
Now
giving us Stitch in the final, I believe it was the final. Was it the final polybag or final bagged CMF? Was it Disney?
Yeah, he was in a bagged CMF that sold like crazy.
Right. That was far and away the hardest one to get with the feel up game. It's like, these guys are watching this stuff. They know what's going on. And Stitch, for whatever, and by the way, not my jam. I think he's all right. I have kids.
That was a cartoon that came out when I was younger.
That's what I'm saying. And I was old as shit when it came out, and I super didn't care about it. But my kids watch it. I'm like, all right, I like him enough. But I still don't get why he's like, just what would I put him as? If Mickey and Ariel and all that is like tier 1, he's like definitely tier 2 for whatever reason.
I think he's lower than that.
Oh no, he's not.
Yeah,
I assure you. You put, because when I was in LA, I was in Disney like a couple times a month. Stitch, for whatever reason, is really caught on. Young and old, people are wearing Stitch shit. It's not for me, but I'm like, I appreciate how big he is. I'm telling you, he's like right there. He's right under. He's like in wrestling, he'd be like the Intercontinental, the second tier,
So over here on the East Coast, it's different though, because I went to Disney last year, and the big thing at Disney Which now, mind you, we did go during like the Halloween time, but like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, sure, during Halloween, but I'm saying year round. And by the way, I'm from East Coast, and now that I'm here, I've already been a few times. Stitch, dude, he's still like year round. I'm telling you, he's like a second. Put it this way: if I was wrong about this, they wouldn't have put him out. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They did it. And if you remember from that leak list, it was they showed him and they showed Donald. He's coming out even before Donald, which is crazy. Or is it? Because he's, like I said, he's right in that second tier. I don't understand it, but they're not going to take. I feel like they're mitigating risk more than they have recently. Like, we're not going to see a $500 Black Panther set anytime soon. They're out of La La Land.
I mean, the thing is with the Disney sets, honestly, even the Ariel clamshell, like,
yeah, that
to me wasn't that good of a set. Like the villain set, that was a good set.
I got the clamshell for $90 at Target, so I went ahead and did it.
Moments of Magic said $500 Stitch set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Moments understand, like he kind of follows it like I do. So I don't even know if Moments is I don't think Moments is a giant Stitch fan either, but he understands like.
So are you a Disney fan?
Oh yeah, big time.
So me and my wife love Disney. I got a question for you. New CMF line comes out. You got 12 figs. Who do you think it's going to be?
Oh shit. There's so many they missed, man. That's a tough question. Like obviously you got to go Bell, right? We still haven't gotten a Bell. They'll put another Stitch in there just to prove exactly how right I am again. He's the only repeat besides Mickey and Minnie, I think. CMF figure.
Well, we'll get a Minnie and Mickey that are in some kind of different clothes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So you got those 3. Throw Stitch, you got 4.
Geez, this is tough. I'm honestly just trying to think. Oh, you know what I'd love to see is a Vanellope would be cool. Anyone from Wreck-It Ralph would be good.
Wreck-It Ralph. The only reason I think they haven't done him is it would have to be a big fig. But if they done,
that's what I'm saying. Throw Vanellope in there.
If they done Vanellope and like Fix It Felix, because they like to do like
tandems. Yeah. But then you'd have to put Ralph somewhere. So yeah, that might not happen. Good point.
I mean, it's the same thing of like why we haven't seen.
I would want to hold Wreck-It Ralph.
Mike and Sully.
Let me raise you this. This would be far more interesting. We could pick out of the thousands of characters they have and scratch our brains, but imagine a Disney Parks CMF. Like that would be bonkers. Like you could get a different Haunted Mansion character.
Are you talking about like you can only get them at Disney though?
No. I'm saying characters and people you only find in the parks and not necessarily.
That would be
the singer guys, the Dapper Dans. You could put a Dapper Dan in there. You could put Geeky Room character in there somehow.
A Jungle Cruise,
Haunted Mansion, a Pirates person, a Space Mountain astronaut. What you do? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah. I don't see them doing that at all.
I think it's possible. But the parks need to recover.
The reason why I don't think they would do that is because they're driving it off of sales and views of movies and shows.
If that was true, then why are they putting out a nothing nobody cares about it space CMF? Because
there's a lot of people that care about space though.
There's more people that care about Disney than there's more people that care about Disney parks than care about space.
I think that you're wrong on the aspect of the Lego people. 100%. Like you don't realize
CMFs are not for Lego people though. You know that.
No, they're not.
But that CMFs are not for Lego people. You know that, right?
No, yeah, definitely.
But it's a gateway drug to get people in.
The space CMFs though really have like, and
they're all bad too. I mean, that's the other.
That's what I was about to say. There's only one that has appeal to me whatsoever, and the only reason I even like him is the tourist because it reminds me of the movie Paul.
So when you say that'll never happen, and then I say the space CMF is worse, you can say like, well, shit, it could happen if they're willing to put that kind of thing out.
Not necessarily, because the space CMFs made more sense.
To who?
So you got to realize everybody's been begging for a space line.
I know, but did video make sense?
No, not at all. But video.
All right, so they're gonna do some dumb shit. And
yeah, definitely. I mean,
what
that's
the people wanted was space figures. They're gonna get some cool aliens and all that. Look, I'm not even saying it's horrible yet, but like
the thing that I think they backed away from and they ruined is they coming up with 12 space figures is kind of crazy. Like it is. And
yeah,
then,
no, it's hard. I mean, I get it. Yeah.
And then you got to think that I mean, how do do you create a different, which they've done a little bit in CMS, but they haven't done a whole CMF line where every head is some kind of different mold.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see them doing that just because of the price point of them making the molds to do it. I mean, that's but throw 3 or 4 of them in there, yeah. But what I think would have been really cool, for one, is they could have gotten rid of, let's say, 3 or 4 of those figs and just done a throwback to the old school space people.
Oh no, I agree, and that's the problem with it. I think if they took a third or a fourth of that wave and did spacesuit colors that nobody's got,
these sets right here, the old school UFO sets, are like when you're talking about how Brent wants to go back and get all the original Harry Potter. I want all the original ones of these, and these are very obtainable. But every one I have was boxed. I broke them all out, and that, like, even that alien, like this style alien, would have been really cool to see a remake. It's the same thing like the Black Falcons. We've seen it with the Lion Knights. Like, they're old figs that get kind of revamped, and I think that would have done so much better than creating the new that they did.
No, I agree. I think it should have been like anything. It's all moderation, right? They should have done like, let's take a chance. Let's push the theme forward like they did with all the sets. 50% of them new with the orange logo. They got that vibe going, and 50% OG. I mean, it would have been.
I think what they should have done, instead of a space like CMF series, they should have done an OG Lego CMF series.
That would have been cool.
Like, throw maybe 2 or 3 spacemen in there. Throw a knight in there or 2. Like, dude, if they would have re-released like a race guy with like the octane color race suit on, like, there's another one that would have been big. I mean, anything.
It really, we're talking about this, but that whole boardroom thing I was saying, we're not privy to that. I want to try to understand, is CMF supposed to be a gateway drug, or is it just to appeal to Lego fans, and where are they at with that right now? Because I think that would answer a lot of like what we're talking about right now.
I think
it's more the gateway drug.
Yeah, me too. But I would be 100% gateway drug. But then they release these things like CMF 25, which it's great and all that, but you're not going to get somebody who wants to buy that doesn't recognize anybody, right? So I mean, that's why the license things.
I'm going to say right now that's I will ride the middle of the fence on that. I think it's 50.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't decide what their priority is.
You throw out there 12 random minifigures that kids are going to be able to convince their parents to pick up for $5, but then Lego fans are like, hey, guess what? They got a goat in there.
Right.
Now you got the
you got to understand too, like, random 5-year-olds not going to choose that over Slime or Barbie or. Like,
yeah, definitely. Yes, I agree 100% on that.
And so if they slapped a recognizable Disney thing, parks or otherwise, on it, I feel like it has a better shot.
Just out of curiosity, what do you think what's the you know a lot more about the analytics and the statistics than I do. What's been the worst IP CMF series? Was it Harry Potter?
I don't know to that level of detail. So I'm not going to pretend to get. That's a great question. I could look into it. I think it's with the data we have available. Is like, what do you see laying around most often that are still sealed and that are cheap? So it's like, and crazy. Disney CMF 2, they way overproduced that. You see those just laying around in the streets. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's that. Harry Potter 2, definitely poor performer. but I don't have a perfect science to it.
I was just wondering if there's like
A lot of my analytics are just from being in retail and understanding it and watching markdowns and seeing what's happening. You know, like I'm not privy to any of Lego's actual like data.
Yeah.
Usually.
What is actually coming up on here is Harry Potter.
There you go.
Because they said apparently the Marvel 1 and 2 flew off the shelves. It was everybody had to have everything. The Simpsons was one of those that couldn't stay on the shelf. Disney seems to be one that does really good.
CMF2 was a bomb, though. I don't care whatever your reading says. There was CMF2s everywhere. Disney 2 was a mess. They're still out there for less than retail.
The CMF2, the new ones?
No, this is 3, the new one. This is so there was Disney Series 1, 2, and then 100, which is out now.
Which one? Who was in 2?
Anna and Elsa. I think it was the black and white, or was it black and white in Series 1, Mickey and Minnie?
So then I don't have any of them.
The 3 ducks, Huey, Dewey, and Louie were in there.
I don't have any of those. That was
only heaters out of there, I think, were Jack and Sally do really well. I think it's like,
I had the Jack and Sally, but I don't have
those are like 50, I think, for the 2 of them. But for the rest of it, for the most part, it didn't do well.
The Looney Tunes was the one that surprised me.
Yeah.
I can tell you Jack and Sally sold like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever we got them, they were gone.
Yeah.
I'm in that weird age group where I could have cared less that they did the Muppets. I have them all, but I could have cared less that they did them.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's hard to say like what sold through the most and what they overproduced without having access to the data. Like, for example, I know I would bet my life and everything that they made, of course, more Disney ones than they did Looney Tunes, obviously. But we did by how many and like why.
It's really hard to gauge your knowledge, or the knowledge you want to know about if they're gateways or not off that too, because Looney Tunes appeals to people at our age way more than it does to younger kids, because
1,000,000%. And that's why I'm saying I'm trying to figure out, is it a gateway, or is it to appease AFOLs, or is it to bring in new, or do they just keep rotating it with every series, which seems to be kind of what they're doing.
The only thing that I agree with that. The only thing I know is being in the 2 lugs that I'm in, there's tons of people that buy CMFs just to throw in their mocks as filler figs because it's an easy $5 fig that stands out,
I guess.
I
mean, I agree with you. I don't know, but I would think there's a more economical way to achieve.
Oh, there is 100%.
Like, that seems like a heavy spend and a good justification to buy something. But if you're just looking for filler figs that stand out, you could probably get a couple hundred of them for $3 a piece if you know where to look, or $2.
I mean, that whenever I converted when I was building my army, I first started with the yellow and wanted to immediately change to flesh. And Lego had very few flesh tone heads that weren't IP'd. So the only way you were going to get them was buying them online. And then they came out with the foosball table, and with the foosball table, it released the option to get a lot of different flesh tones.
Oh,
and what people didn't realize is they were out there paying like 75 and 80 cents for a head, just a flesh tone head. But you could go to some of these Bricklink stores and get Harry Potter minifigs for $1 a piece. Mm-hmm. So not only are you getting a head, you're also getting the hair, the torso, and the leg. So that's what I did. I cleared do you know Chef?
Yeah, Chef T.
Yeah, I cleared Chef out of Harry Potter figs. I was like, dude, he was like, you buy them $1 a piece. I was like, done. I was like, I don't care if you have 200 of them, done. There's a couple other Whatnot streams that were on, and I basically just went on Whatnot and messaged the people that were on there, and I was like, see, you're selling a bunch of figs. You have any Harry Potter? Because Harry Potter is just one of those figs that they don't really sell.
They're disposable.
Yeah. But it's easy.
Another one we could mention that's like cheaper than even, what was it? We were talking about Marvel and things that you could definitely get you can get the whole collection. Or Jurassic. Yeah, you can definitely get Harry Potter on the cheap if you wanted to.
Harry Potter's never really been like, that's a weird thing, is I think that they over create everything, that they don't have a demand for old. I mean, the demand for old is there. Don't get me wrong. For people like Brent that want the old, but it's like you don't buy the Hogwarts. Okay, well, wait 2 years, they'll drop another one.
No, I agree. I think like wave one for a lot of people and all that stuff is still going to be meaningful, and you even find charm in like the shittier builds and all that stuff, like and the packaging, and you were 10 or whatever, and like. But I agree. Yeah,
I wish that
they need
Lego
to set it. They need to give it a timeout for 5 years, but they're not going to do it. So
Lego needs to bring back old school packaging.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the 18 plus stuff's got to go. So,
But
all right, brother. It's 11:30. I got to get up tomorrow.
Yeah, I was about to say we're an hour.
I know you're in overtime, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was late, but love chatting with you guys. It was a lot of fun. But yeah,
Absolutely.
Get up for the kiddos and all that stuff tomorrow. But yeah, man.
Yeah, we're about to end it soon. So it was. I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
But take it easy.
Good to meet you as well. Good to see you, Brix.
You too, Sean.
Peace. Everybody out there, thanks for watching. We did go an hour past, but looks like Gene is heavy in the build.
Yeah, Gene's about ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed too. But thanks for everybody watching. Don't forget, come back next week. I should have a clone, or not a clone, but an army video for the Black Falcons coming out sometime in the next 2 days, and then
He's still alive, though, isn't he?
we have a cameo.
Oh, from Tori. I'll have another clone video coming out soon, and then there'll be another castle video next week. But thanks everybody for watching. Peace.
Peace out, guys.